Asempa, Asempa, all talk all day. Aha! Afraid if you done you your ultimate sports station, Asempa 94.7 FM. If you done yes, switch it goes on for fraud. Hey, woman, switch it. I am prep zone. The latest news around the world of sports. Weekend games, in-depth preview and analysis. Nayama will hot betting odds for the weekend. And Nisika Kukuno.
I love it to come. Money love. It's money love.
Show Prep Zone. If you debut 7 to 9:30 p.m. Don't miss the show. Mechen Sauden Takren Wosun. Hashtag Prep Zone.
Show me. Ebano kwa eba wo sportsman. Kemin jele.
Baby, you to give me joy, Angela. Oh, Angela. What's up? Namosi say my boy Kwame you na mu tie kejiwa na nkasa. What I say? Tuni radio de tu anenda ha na just radio na say. Maka.
And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous sweet just say me what you make dynamic what Friday.
Zone.
Ooh, eh, yeah. Ghana for, and a day at Asempa. Ghana for, and a day at Asemde. What you wanna say when in camp? I have for radio. Tim to Asempa FM. Let's hear we can see the boy. What was a let's hear we can Asempa. What was a let's hear we can see the boy. What was a let's hear we can Asempa. What was a let's hear we can see the boy. I'm on Asempa, near Fiesem, Nina or the Sumo. Ball, make it to the life commentary. Men right now. What was a let's hear we can Asempa. What was a let's hear we can see the boy. What was a let's hear we can Asempa. What was a let's hear we can see the boy.
Prep Zone.
fantastic evening. Abusia, Yamwajo, and Wakwaba. And my son say your favorite evening sports show, dear brothers. Are a weekend start here, starting weekend ye. Adiama, Filisabria, Kosi say non do ebebono, ye know, and etala, ye know, and e bogumo, ye know, and e fili. Me patoma catch the show. See a beya bogumo, quenimo, uti nana one smile. Not just a vibium. Na problem at that to surprise as they be beer will be. And on to me some prediction. No, that is the Prepzone abbreviated bro. If you then from 7 to 10, 7 to 10, everything happening in Ghana and abroad. Ya jegwa near the bro. You can't predict us that interview be a womb. It will more want me predicting that it be a womb. Anytime you could ya body. Na yaba. My name is Super Squad Naba together with the entire sports crew of Asempa 94.7 FM and I jagwa at the Prepzone Jumate at the bar. What your voice here, you know what time it is. Kejuana Gasanye, Eric Asiedu Boadi show ably produced by the man Pablo Waima International. One more on name producer with support from the entire sports crew, the American Canada no. And then Jagwa Dayasa no go ready dada Kaninja Swatanase Sanso and Evans Kwabenasapon together with other phone calls be ye ne mobi obe person be join the show no nyina no na yaba ye bro live on YouTube. Me patcho channel so Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM. About Johnny Cecia live on YouTube. To YouTube now Asempa 94.7 FM. Obetimi Johnny na yene nyina ahwebo na bibia so atimi akoye. A whole lot of issues across this week. Akwampia so na bi so asia no pa ya de kan so ya jegwa na ye de ba. O message say by 0249 136744 0249 136744. Na nyumrei me ma wakwa ba na me san achire se wo Prepzone group no ma me chia papa wonimu so dia ka ho na this week nyina akrofo apraprache ni tipe wo se na a bad week person the results ni bi ho a wodwe ho na won tia se but eden a maka chire se Prepzone so de anya bia otu also de ubetumi ade akofie ntia da Boadi na se nenso de aba wo Prepzone group ni mu a ye ba kwa ba now o messages now e ba na Facebook e hono mo no obekọ na except of the show they dey go but live on there YouTube titio YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM Asempa 94.7 FM Johnny and I so channel na bibia so entimi enko ya bedwafo e krado data and then send me brina neku apaso ya ba abehwe now on our table na wonim said Australian Open is on Novak Djokovic one scenario. Yes, before the man for to pay sinner net me we go young na Novak Djokovic wabre wanya walk over me and san oba and even last time all bono walk over na papa biazan he was already losing and all that. Yannick Sinner and to me anya 5-set victory over Yannick Sinner. Novak Djokovic through to another Australian Open final. Yebeko senior how that match ne koye because Carlos Alcaraz is also very the final is set for Sunday about Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz at the Pim. So Djokovic already turning 39 this year. Chairman Pomwago on this small boy danger about 22-year-old. How is that final? Because so you look at the semi-final match now a final so uko pimo man so from also man so no women singles nimono and that's why interest in the final and so Basso and will be tomorrow and not Sabalenka and then Rebakina and Ampaya Nidra 8:30 a.m. and I know so Basso you're not listening and also hearing the usual names Sabalenka has been in and out and the Monosonia Badisa but how is that final of the Australian Open so EPC ako entitam chukukura na yakane sawi no na enye tennis pe enene ye behwe the other issues going on in football ayajeko ye de beba the UEFA Champions League draw abetum. Yes, the playoff draw is on. Once again, Real Madrid ball Benfica and the other fixtures abetum no ye behwe na fia he route na now 5 representatives of England not just say England for your madwin year. There's a possible all England final, not English final. There's a possibility so say English team back will final. Elbet we saw by so beyond Hokra. But 5 teams pounds so they back went me and call that far. A bit about party. The Champions League draw now Real Madrid is going through crisis, I should say, yes, because below about back, now 1 point in the down in Bas and but in the Champions League, we are Madrid coach at Champions League near Tadi Jajo Pa. But Jajo Papa Panti, that our best man performance against Benfica in the last round of games, our Champions League anymore, so to say the group stage, and they've been drawn again. So names coming in, Emery being spoken to, other names business on and who takes over the reins of Real Madrid. Abelo I didn't as you about for Abelo I don't to be the people said the indiscipline and a pampering. Cost of Real Madrid players the moon on Emma and your man to be in for money and is it tactics? Is it player quality and all? The see Real Madrid are catching. I just go at one Sambaba. Macquarie Spain, dear, my we of Ghanaian interest. BRL boss Marcelino Nadine some air to ja and some of Cup for Partey on the Yabako World Cup. T Papa, you are doing ye. On some can so. Now in his court, or say Thomas, I think there is a world of difference between the Thomas we knew at Arsenal and this one. A world of difference. It's very difficult to play at this pace in today's football. So I think it's been 6 months now, and that's enough time for this player to show us what he was capable of, or what he's showing us now. Press conference, but come on, say. Boy, so you better call that Thomas Partey shooting mu but can stand to say Carf International and sanctions are ba at the Morocco in Senegal players be so what can the Morocco job the Senegal job there you better call Carf sanctions nemo whether a deterrent enough and answer Carf now so have themselves to blame and all that those sanctions are betuno you be come in here and want some and so AC now Okopie now former Carf disciplinary boss yes former CAF disciplinary boss. Eddie about to just say sanctions about to mu no so ye. Yeah. Or say BSC was triggered by an individual, which is the coach of Senegal. It is sanctions the Diama Senegal coach in papa. And yet deterrent enough. Or say players know referee decision is final. Whether you think it's right or wrong or even biased, you must comply. Everything that happened was triggered by individuals leading his players off the pitch and preventing them from continuing the match. The players who confronted the referee during the VAR review should have been red carded. The 2 match bans for bringing the game into disrepute are hardly significant. This sends the wrong message that CAF is not firm enough in enforcing discipline. If I were there, I would have called for at least a 6-month suspension from all football activities. Papa and Catherine Berding. I remember me actually the European leagues how do I cost on say games by cost this weekend. There are so many games in England, in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, in France. You become Ghanaian Premier League match day 21 so about a long last 17 matches unbeaten has come to an end. Mediama Sporting Club Nation serves your team, huh? Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex 2-1 and the Nations it me a but you call other issues in the Ghanaian Premier League sanctions the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association the tutum time way and in some brina so in and around the world and the edge quiet on some everybody can above major for that so much quiet and some twaso at the amount Evan Squabana Sapon Kanija Yalsanogo Yekomino Kase Colony Fusberg will be at 8 p.m. will be Espanyol Alaves. Now Lazio and January so be born Nak Breda and FC20 and Menoka say about 37 minutes. 37 minutes. Obia and for ball to your quantum. Yeah, can Nak Breda same say your interest to her and because of Andre. But Menoka say Andre to bench. I so benya kunya na wababe bobi it's a on starting umwani amana be fam kakra jo benden kakra no tenten mpom na se bedu world cup no coach ne be kobia Bristol City in Derby County ball in a championship and got 17 years here bosso mahusani and so city in Saudi Pro League Ana say for about 3 agum yes Cristiano Ronaldo Yes, on the score sheets. Or no, and then the first goal, your Felix and a man assist. Now Felix Emma 2 assists in that game. Like of Kingsley Coman, Muna, and your goal summer. And as I did 3 maximum points in that particular game. And the AC or normality had Karim Benzema and the coach and the team and send me Brinan Ecoso. I remember I call the Saudi Pro League demo. I correct the Ecoso and so a woman. Shannon said the general transfer window. No, we are barely less than 48 hours to go, and I'm out for your signings. Temi Abraham, Mom, and Raheem Sterling, so and Chelsea. I really to set Tottenham, Pesomo Fano, and all that. We bring on a so Aston Villa for your business already. Manchester City are busy. We be say 1 year busy. I'm out for a year be underground. And remember, me actually send a transfer window. So it's the echo. When we bring on your Jaguana, bro, live on Asempa 94.7 FM. Makacho say live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Yes, YouTube so bet me the message aba. I bet me the message aba. Back in Kenya na yete amawo. Midi kedwana nkasa Eric Asiedu Boadi. Show no air Prepzone. Na o the message ni ba hashtag Prepzone so a be fine pa hashtag Prepzone. Prepzone PREPZONE. PREPZONE. Prepzone on Asempa 94.7 FM. Now, before we go on, Makacho Prepzone group anymore. Your daily 2 odds editum. And the Biamekama Sam say pot belly is better than stomach ulcer. Pot belly is better than stomach ulcer. 80 what 1,000 odds near do the ka kono 2 odds rank abebo apa. 80 emebem. Na ya ko tokro ni munti tokro ho eto ho mo edisika tokro bebreo na ya hwe no ye TV so aha ayesika kuku. Yes, enti kaninja tena se ebekọ kuku ni mu yakeka bia bomu ese odi kakra ede ego botomo enti o Prepzone group no mu a epacho tamotwuku ana ede bia gugu mu a kama your weekend odds no ya hyehyɛ ne fine ya weekend odds no from a ne till Sunday and no nanchen ene ye won ne Friday de ne so a ye de atom otia say so in case you missed it live on YouTube sisia Joel Yenko na kwabna ne menko ne sisia ne ade abeja fo mamma kwaba ejo so bibia koye ya da rade ase yakopon hwe so ye ba no pai siligusu ginamu etala adwuma ne sa na tie na kwa Friday day you know what time it is ne ade kwabna boame na efa me kom Joel boy ma ye de the various also ye ebia ni Prepzone group
Prepzone also no
ebia unnim but unimu dia by way of say unimu no yamwa say but uya join the Prepzone group no 0249 13 67 44 0249 13 67 44 just send a hi, we send you the link, you join us. Famikum.
Right, Abusian Fonti, Asempa bio Freaky Friday odds, Prepzone, and there you hear 2 slips. Na baku 56 odds, and a baku so 11 odds. Na say no hear me pa, ye ko weekend see there. Ubo modi na twa ya, ubedidi preche. First one no 56 odds, no to be come on, no ba be pie mu enso so YouTube, Asempa 94.7 FM. Na de tie 56 odds no, Eriko, said your Prepzone edemu no. Man for starting channel. BW. B for Ben. W for wedding. Bet.
This is open wedding kapa.
Yes.
Last week wedding. Okay.
Ben. And now well.
Okay.
BW 373. Now what's my 7. F for Fox. Now with the 46. B ababio. Eno battle eokon BW3 737F 46B 56 odds. Betway for the love of the game. Betway more. Bomodi na kotra na ubedidi pecha bra na otwe ye remu a Prepzone YouTube at the live. Now oko 11 odds no so a Friday, Freaky Friday odds, 11 odds. BW 373 528 3F F for Foxy. BW 3 735 28 3F. Eno 11 odds. And the Freaky Friday odds, Prepzone eno sell share ezitie ntiariko
wow
we
this is a Freaky Friday Friday all right so Joe yakwere fast pa na fi set the ball rolling so say and some hopa you discuss pa okay this is it let's next slip na fi
okay ntia kwa the next slip na ye de eno so nsema after Freaky Friday and dadwe also wo mo be 56 ani nyina guso a erane ekonanimo mema we fi send no so ba ekonanim de matches no ahase a ehuru butu eti the next slip no eba after the Freaky Friday
monitor Evans na no si na no dia ba na be appear o hand
yes eti say weekend us and abai na weekend us no
nekosi Sunday
yo 2 us and the daily us
obi na kind of bro for say choose your choice
oh of course and your kwa master na me say guess boss anyum no me da say only the you panka eti weekend us and no el prep zone group no edamu and no join pe we nyina obehu na mom for the love of the game and for get way more bet 20 mo do tie de mamo daily to us oh e hono de ye de bako slip bako mamo na asa ne bako bio and say to us e de asa ka ho na de kanyi BW3 73030DE we ubetini atwa alongside so betwa other ones so to us no because e de bebo BW3 73030DE and your first 2 or slip no the second one any and you see BW3 7324663 BW3 7324663 and you see 2 us now after the 2 us no you got 10 us ufiri 2 no about 10 over 20 but 10 no tie a BW3 7309857 10 us BW3 7309857 TNBO BW3 7309857 Prepzone weekend us 10 us no and amediama we you got 20 us and so tie 20 us no a BW3 731 8BA8 TNBO BW3 731 8BA8 TBA near Bronga Hafu. That's a Okowadim 20 us. Now from 20 us, you got 103 us for the weekend. Uakukodua Kofa Tra Naubedi nobody di peche 103 us near BW3 731 A593 BW3 731A A for what? Accra, Ghana A 593 103 us and so we can also more Prepzone bet to Adama yede mama medidi peche kona kotwa na obedi na mom dia e free bonto amafo etwa no mtwa dudu mu no eye 196 us our betway 196 us ni nyina o Prepzone o e ho na obenya no BW3 731 BB Brekum Basari BB Brekum Basari BW3 731 BB52 and they are 196 us.
Okay.
Abusia,
that's fine.
We can also no.
Yes. No, it's okay. It's fine. The kind of the Nina or Prepzone group with the month to which my join here. My catcher say stomach ulcer the pot belly is better than stomach ulcer. It's why strategic with it. Inti and opanisa be sending message as a caninja also ya nisha. Adam say it hope pot belly and answer up stomach ulcer. Yo, man, na gbanya you know. Yi ka kitikiti na no na ape. Well, as a bodenche, we be here. It is 0249136744 0249136744. In case a bia on shada nye obia wa subscribe to our page and patch over YouTube no I know me subscribe no. So that you be part of the family now. I be team but on messages are welcome. Only say send you to me sending messages to Facebook no on YouTube to submit sending message. to wait me message so by back in kinda yet I'm out live on Asempa 94.7 FM show no a prep zone guys NTC kwenmani share the Australian Open no na fi we are TSC mo the other issues so there's a lot to talk about and in easy crying yes okay this is it not an number okay eti Yannick Sina after Bibiano on Novak Djokovic man Novak in Casa that's Novak Cabre Novak Abrepa.
Well, I never stopped doubting. I never stopped believing in myself. You know, there's a lot of people that doubt me, and I see there's a lot of experts all of a sudden that wanted to retire me or have retired me many times the last couple of years. But you know, I want to thank them all because they gave me strength. You know, they gave me motivation to prove them wrong, which I have tonight. And for me, it's not a surprise, to be honest. You know, I know what I'm capable of. So I've had many times in my career matches during the Grand Slam where it's just one of those days where you're not feeling your best, and with, you try to find a way to win with everything that you possibly have, even though the quality of tennis is not even close to where you want it to be. So that was the case, you know. And again, I was lucky that obviously Lorenzo got hurt, you know, and he retired that match. 2 days later, obviously different opponent. I knew exactly what's expecting me on the court, and I came out with the right, with great clarity and strategy and game plan and what needs to be executed. Obviously, easier said than done. You know, one thing is to imagine how you want to play. And
Right. Novak Djokovic, after Orini over Yannick Sinner, then somebody to John also on the road to a 25th Grand Slam title. Yes, 7 for the American Crab Yana Beche. 18 years after so the first Australian Open title, he's back. And so with imagine the 11th one, so the American Crab and a Beche. This is it. And so it is set now. Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic. First of all, yen share the match on the scene boy enough yen share how the final no possibly a bit me ako. Can ya so mama enough yen starting few on me amako Evans ho.
Well, me da sipa na maminchia etifo mutie na fe omo so madwen e wo YouTube ni so. Ye chia om se omo entonko so emra. Especially se opese unhu nyoma hodo aye de kire na. O se odwane e wo YouTube. Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube odwane a ubehum amene nyoma yedi hu nkomo ende enwubrei osene nso yenwie ye besen di bia den asa ba piso nti uhwe show no a enko ba bia he ya na ye ne hia na afi yetimi edi ama. Eric, back to the Australian Open. What him say? Australian Open is a medical education that and say tennis agu kense e doso pa afi bia e doso na ya na ye den ekoso. But when him say you were 4 major Grand Slam afibia na eden e koso ankasa nkofo ni eden edi eche because I know na emu do. And that 4 major Grand Slam no it start off with Australian Open, and Australian Open obey date back to 1905 in a chance. So we are in the 121st edition of the Australian Open egusu eden e koso Australia Melbourne e hona tournament no gusua e koso gidigidi pa na yevremwa ya miadum ya ba bedu the final stage of Australian Open a yedi hun komom both MMA and man singles ni na no ye define all taba bedu the final proper na o share MMA ni de na wodi kan di 2 dwa before I call man ni de MMA ni de wodi kan di 2 dwa quite interesting because I'm more say uko the history of the Australian Open this particular Australian Open is very exceptional because you do semi-finals, you know, per the WTA rankings, and that is the tennis rankings when it comes to singles, you know. Eric couldn't say from first to fourth per the rankings, yeah, from first to fourth, you know. Sa enkrofo makumako enaya yes CD omo when it comes to tennis ranking no sa enkrofo ni na nso ne kopie ma wo semi-finals ni mo nti you do the semi-finals of the Australian Open no na yenya Carlos Alcaraz ono na ye world number 1 awurem e wo the semi-finals ni mo there are Brenton did Yannick Sinner ye defending champion no ono nso e world number 2 seeded. Then you come to world number 3 seeded, no. Brenton did Alexander Zverev from Germany. Then world number 4, the veteran evergreen Brenton Eddie Novak Djokovic, the most decorated tennis player of all time. and on also ewure so from first to fourth per almost seed no na say nkrofo 9 na atumi ewure mu semi final so emma investors in nkrofo mu tournament no hina no energy because when we the first Grand Slam of the year now we were semi-finals. Now the 4-seeded tennis players say to me, it gives you that competition and man with that hype. Absolutely, a telephone Now the question came, say Eric Edu semi-final. Last year final was between world number 3 Alexander Zverev, then world number 2 Abrentani Didi Yannick Sinner. Last year, I'm going to Australian Open final. And a Yannick Sinner GA. This time, I'm rim. Now, Carlos Alcaraz. The Etumrika, the youngest among the four, 22 years. Small boy danger. Then the veteran. Yes, age, any nafa. But he comes with rich experience. On also, rim. Into that question, in say. Why no be calling him? Will Yannick Sinner this time be able to surpass Ekuku Dami Omaba Remy? No what to me final for the second time I could defending the title. And I say here and you be trying to walk quite soon. Yeah, draw no Koshia Brenton did Carlos Alcaraz now. Are world number 1 no? Okoshia Novak Djokovic are world number 4. Na answer one of the rich experience in Banama and Okwano acquired in Kakra. When him say, will me take conversation to Novak Djokovic and Yannick Sinner and Tokwa a course and I say I'm game a course and now proud to this particular game. Now when it comes to major Grand Slam and Casa competition, no more share 10 times. In the 4 major Grand Slam, no almost share 10. Now 10 no Djokovic ever 4 wins. And the color say Yannick Sinner ever 6 wins and so ever. Now baby Anna Nika Kakane say Eric, what him say? You were the hard court, you were the clay court, and you were the grass court. Inti, what is a tennis? I go can say the Kokoso, Yababo way, Yababo Australian Open, near the kind, Yabo French Open, Biane court, Biane court, Yaboso, away no, I go can say no, Biane dear. And pleasantness will Biane strength war. Absolutely. Yes, Abrentani didn't Novak Djokovic. Waji Australian Open on 10 different occasions. Waji 10. He's open for 11. Yes, inti ukweshi obia in as much as over 38 years or 39 no. On your pushover. You can't use your current form just to say well, they were looking at the road to the semi-final. For sure. Getting a walkover. And even the last one, oh boy, how the circumstances managed me by and they form nice some way. Me know we have to power. It's no wonder that bookmakers I agree with you. And again, even with that in the crown, not per the head to head in the history, no, when it comes to hard court and Ankasanso and sign favor Djokovic on the part of meeting a Brent and Didi Yannick Sinner. Because on the Yannick Sinner, Asia 2 times on the hard court. And Australian Open a hard court in Libya. On Asia 2 times, I went to me and they unsurvival. So the question was, can Djokovic this time, obey to make Yannick Sinner, or you well motivated and mentally fortified simply because he's a defending champion and he is then again also playing better in this year's Australian Open. I will be playing with semi-finals. Interbanisa dynamics, and Shadan too good and Fama Novak Djokovic. But again, Obiote tennis has Sibian Cassell, you write Djokovic off. At all. Because he comes with all the experience and exposure when it comes to tennis. Into Yakomuno, it was youthful exuberance, form versus class, and then experience. And a Brenton did it Novak Djokovic, Papano, or Chen Bobre gave him. Despite his age, despite his age. Absolutely. Because Yannick Sinner from Italy, he's just 24 years. And Novak Djokovic is going to 39 years. Into Shagabano. And what somebody can catch you say, Obio di tennis a Chibiabe catch you say, tennis is one particular sport, it requires a lot of strength. Into unya young, no one you need experience and endurance. I mean, because the Djokovic and Sinner was 4 hours. 4 hours. Then Carlos Alcaraz, 5 hours 25 minutes. And it is the longest. It is the longest. Into you do some level now. A lot of things. I mean, multiplicities of factors comes into play. But are you surprised? I am surprised. I am surprised simply because, yes, I'm a fan of Djokovic. I am not saying I am surprised at Djokovic Echano.
Okay.
But I am surprised from the background. They say, Yannick Sinner echo 2 straight sets. Ahead of Djokovic. Only didn't answer. Nyaka is already third maybe. Ebe Soso. The Djokovic is showing his supremacy.
Right, okay.
Came inside. And then Obeji at the end of the channel. I will call 5 set to you know. There's a Djokovic abone 3-2. I wait to me. So I am very happy to see Djokovic at the final. On the part of Carlos Alcaraz there. And should I hear news to be Alcaraz there? Or call any major, Grand Slam tournament to be anua. I don't know be a tout and say one could.
It looks like it is this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anytime. Last year, Alcaraz stopo Djokovic or Kwanzu. I'm an into me uncle final.
That was in 2024.
Very stubborn.
2024
Very stubborn.
Yeah. Last year
Aussie Open. Yeah.
Last year they met in the Australian Open.
But Alcaraz and me uncle the final
final. But they met. The two met in the quarterfinals. And Ocha Djokovic here every move. And also call you do semi-final.
Sure.
You're holding it free. Into this time, na question and say, can Carlos Alcaraz go past Abrantani Dean and Alexander Zverev? And William said, I'm a gathering shutdown one. And Eric Consa Medica catcher say, we are seeding one. Then the seeding should give you a picture of the kind of competition at Ebebem. In Tanyam was Alcaraz, they call 5 hours. Nedukovic, they call 4 hours. What I say? So a cuckoo me what tennis in the moon and say,
that's right.
But Alcaraz, the other day, Mammy Bonabaso, William say, in the records of Alcaraz and Kasane tennis journey, there is no single game in the last 55 games about tennis. Or no Alcaraz, no, I cut down 2 sets, I will be to me winning that. 59.
You can't.
No, you can't. So, me name the camp of, Alexander Zverev, what I say, the kind of research on me, because this is somebody, or cut down 2 krana, he still has it, he can maneuver his way out to come and win.
Okay, that's
you're proving.
All right, so prediction final,
for the final, and say, Abedi. Ntokobia Ebedi.
Or Sakusha, another younger, another opponent.
Djokovic. Adiba quite good for Djokovic camp and they say obey a day to rest. And when you're enough rest already, even though this game traveled 4 hours, but when you're enough rest and he will have a day rest to go into the final. Very difficult. Me feel say if Alcaraz and Reti Djokovic like Yannick Sinner did for me point me feel say he underrated him or underrated Obetran, but Alcaraz on any given day on Djokovic is here. A tough game, and I'm expecting this particular final to travel beyond 4 hours, 5 hours.
All right. You see how that goes, and so that particular final, it will be on Sunday. It is going to be a tough one, very, very tough one. The men's single in the Australian Open. Evans Brem, touching on the semi. I cannot feel a family final animal proper. Novak Djokovic versus Alcaraz.
Eriko, say first one, Carlos Alcaraz and Alexander Zverev. One German tennis player. To me, as a why unlucky. On Jenny in the career, Alexander Zverev. He has been very competitive ever since he only had the opportunity. Obabe Remo in the top 10 rankings. When you say world number 3. So unya the number 1 seeded against the number 3 seeded. So mushia. Nena kanija catch up say so ube wemu na utinya the top 5. So more more. Look at the number 1 seeded Carlos Alcaraz, number 2 seeded Novak Djokovic, Yannick Sinner. One more akasefona ne yi omo. It is all call YouTuber. Bengazi ade eneno omo route amni ba be piemu enso final no ade beto amohu because o check ade ni ya clearly omo ye the big answer no and yi omo free kwada no ho and omo a metima ka say experience and of course the class you to compete at the highest level no omo ntimi nduru. Look at Carlos Alcaraz or starting with Mute how of us beating no or beating emphatically obaba be share eneno airport so no osan ye the beat Paul well and son of Alex de Menor, another top-notch player in the tennis and there's a new competition, the 4 majors. And then wuremu ebe share this very far ofri Germany, and of course said they not neno kaninje catch on. They had to travel 5 hours, and one thing I some boy and say and for us Brenton and did Alexander Zverev and for so yeah ebe wuremu nya 5th set in Nigeria. This is a player that is Carlos Alcaraz Garcia. Ever since Roger that is Rafael Nadal Pereira everybody must be, you know, he has been the man about basing and like replacing well. He has been the perfect replacement for Rafael Nadal Pereira from Spain. And so if you look at all the other 3 majors now, all 2 titles. All the other 3, no, all 2 titles. This happens to be the first time, man. Eriko, Oremu and so Aussie Open, no, air final. And then the Kaninja catch on, no. Last year, we saw how our Brenton try so before we were the final. But unfortunately, after beating Novak Djokovic and Famano the semi-final, and this time we Novak Djokovic. Only Novak Djokovic there, and then Mr. Meka why the winner. I'll go straight in for Carlos Alcaraz. Okay. And the reason why I make us say, on your opinion, yes, the experience is there for Novak Djokovic in terms of class, in terms of history. The records favors him, but this young chap from Spain. As also prove mobile who said, man, my brother, my bunny here. Every competition, me remo final no. Me mama say baba bedincho. And to check the French Open, the Roland Garros. Check the what do you call Wimbledon. Check the US Open. Anytime Obe Kobia, Oma who say yes, waban ye. And the first time I order remo our Aussie Open final. Don't expect Carlos Alcaraz. So Baba Bede, Obabe Fambo. I think we can say 25 Grand Slam final. I mean, this one happens to be the 38th. Yeah. But 38th Grand Slam, Charlie, we have to. I mean, doff our hearts for Orendine. I mean, Novak Djokovic. Serbia in their history, there won't be no other than him. In the history, we've had Roger, Federer, we've had the, the Nadal, he doesn't come to the fray. Which I say, but Sammy and Samuel, Edu, final back to back. The Rafa Nadal, the Roger Federer from Switzerland, a Brenton and Novak Djokovic. Actually, so from Serbia, he is the greatest, arguably the greatest of all time with this particular feat. But Misumano, Sam Kwadana, Wakakweshiano, Wimbledon, or the Tiko confirm. Which I say, we young Casamunu quarter final or Sambo, and a Mababa Shawa, and this is Obia. Said another Keninja catch on. So 2 sets no room abodia. Opa Tumuko 5th set. Tumuko in fact. A Brenton and D at the Carlos Alcaraz Garcia will definitely emerge as the winner. So Enyami Wama so Panino the experience abuano those walkovers are also sunya along the way prior to so baby premier final no. I think said Novak Djokovic some way somehow the history the can say records no Eddie Abuano and of course the gods of tennis and so the Eddie Abuano am the final no. In terms of money, say yes, selling no akoye. Unse wali kan ba be kasa say nkonu nya ya nka yemfa 10% of the semi final no. Yemfa sika yetumi ye no emfa man because what the organizers no omanya I mean value for their money. U check am for ewura mu Sasha Stanley Sechimo. Say yes, this is what they've been waiting for. Yeah. Say about Australian Open, which is the first majors of the year. Now and of course,
even before the start of the tournament, I take it a short.
What I say,
they had to stop at a point.
And the competition, semi-final in the men's singles, in the women's singles, the WTA and the ATP. I mean, big guns, and you can never say you will be our tennis fan when in year and there is a course no first semi-final a travel. I mean, for more than 5 hours, we should be removed for 4 hours. And Novak Djokovic maneuvered his way with his experience, with the class, Yannick Sinner. For the past 2 I can say 5 finals, he has been there 2 times. And in fact, back to back on Nigeria, he's a defending champion.
Top player.
He's a top player. So for Novak Djokovic, for the tie breaks in United imagine Baba it should tell you that sometimes only Penibako now so with you and now with you sometimes what the mentality, the mental fortitude of the player now all competing against him it also comes to play. So to me I would say congratulations to Novak Djokovic, and of course as for Alcaraz he's done it, and the first time I already Aussie Open I don't think this time Owura na di Eddie Novak Djokovic ebetimi the emerge as the winner. Se be a ma na Carlos Alcaraz in his elements. Obi abatima bunu 2 times. Wimbledon 2024 or the Tico Kafum. This time it be Remo Aussie Open last year quarter final Wabo. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't travel to the final. Right. And this time so Remo there. I think Carlos Alcaraz stands to be the favorite. So bet me about Romaka. All the four major, in fact the other three majors, the US Open, the Roland Garros, which is the French Open, the Wimbledon, over 2 titles each. So somebody who is eyeing, so also bet records, like Rafa Nadal, Pereira, one in and then also bet one your so no about being a Queen Australian Open final. Yeah, expect something. I mean bigger. Say bet me blue amount for Omodo tennis, no Omo Mice, Yami Aduma Sunday.
All right, that's fine. And so
finance so
just touch on it.
So could do final be saying world number 1. That is Arina Sabalenka from Belarus. We na tokwa no she. Yes, I will not write off Elena Rybakina
because we can save the young Pejana.
Exactly. And when him say a mommy, a repeat of what happened in 2023. 2023-2024 was the peak year at the Arina Sabalenka from Belarus. But when him say the Russian-born Kazakhstanian, international, that is Elena Rybakina, and so and in Asia in 2023, and to me, so this time, a repetition of what happened in 2023 when Arina Sabalenka edged the Australian Open. So, may share how the mental psyche of Elena Rybakina. I want to not pain, no, send over to me a psyche, no, motivating home, no way to make but it won't come easy because a bunny be BMU our tennis. Arina Sabalenka is the one number 1. She has it. In Japan is Emma and Tokano. I
think Sabalenka is the favorite. So Yami Aduma. I think Ochina Omo final. So Remuna ultimate but Rybakina bet but I think Sabalenka is always going to be. So tie na no pay. Sabalenka nsem na okan na. Last year na onso so bre. No man no come no need the team ni nyina dey come bom so betimi dey afani defeat and otimi maneuver the way I come back about be Remo final of the Aussie Open.
Also to pay Sabalenka.
I think Sabalenka will be the one will be
that's fine. OTA in live on Asempa 94.7 FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports, show near Prepzone, and you're live on YouTube by Asempa 94.7 FM, Asempa 94.7 FM. Joining us to enjoy you. Nabi behind me and Koye. Yes, we straight into the UEFA Champions League discussion and the knockout playoff. Drawn about Betoja, you may come to see Sporty should be the investors pepper during the Champions League way. Festus and a day about YouTube. So now Humphrey Sam as Eric, I'm enjoying your show tonight. I'm watching you guys live from Belgium. Okay. Humphrey, thank you for watching us. You don't send Sporty more games like that of Betway. Me pacho, me nim se na o platform bisu you share that tria o kase o platform ne so a. Onye investor ho. She me wo ba bia bi o investor complaining dey be we investor how who be code name da wa kinkire na dey hem eti we ne say hamfa ha befa masa what dey tra on fa be code kura no dey share baby na ya kwhwe games or select na ya be hihye wo bia ye feel say
o dey serious
no you see o dey kukuo ni mu a ye do a na I don't know app no dey nya bi ho first time how do you from
nya account
I making
nya account because e be adaku bi na ba ko system na jame wo be hia so be kwa
na o mo ye no bia wo die de be ma wonti mu ani na yo okay Steven Nanayao Ado, say good evening, Neves, and your panelists. Mesham live from North Kaneshi Dimod, watching live from Asinfo Su, Kennedy, Japan, and so they are there by. Okay, keep your messages coming. Or YouTube, Asempa 94.7 FM, Asempa 94.7. At Church Asamsa, I just love the tennis analysis from Evans and Kaninja. Excellent headquarters indeed. All right, so it's going to be wonderful. You better have the final, no? Emi na BC Akwebedi actually be pimbiano so. Yeah, the bro. Me the Kedwan and Kasere Asiedu Boadi. Yes, me straight into the UEFA Champions League draw, and of course the knockout playoff is here. Major predictions if you may guess host. Very interesting pairings. Lionel Adai last round of games and we'll send you see on our screens you see I send a parents this here but on sound channel so say World Cup Ebis Gold na dey call Ebis Gold Group and a dey call Ebis Gold papa Ebis Gold World Cup send akwa and one we are send and crowd be di usika nana one bed deal sika some of the World Cup.
for be break jackpot so when you na ho a man for be break jackpot obefa ho ayeye
ma wani na ho enti ma wani na ho Abyss Gold. This is it. Jomna mantempa so omo packages ahodo a ebema wani age pass a woni omo etu kwan 0537 804 8855 0537 804 885. Now the other number no is 0545 995223. Over to me, any one more things I was so horrible. abyssgoldtravels.com. Na kwambia soro. One more enemy added the beer to a queen with the amount. Now, when you're to her World Cup, Abyss Gold Group, it's a golden experience. Let's take Ghana to the World Cup. Abyss Gold can one and you made and your day and 7 air bro. Battery papa near power jet car battery. Baby, over Bobiana, Cabia used to be a power jet, but you are catching them and could you sequence to the channel. So, also per battery, also per power jet car battery. Draw number 2 channel on our screen to see Monaco versus Paris Saint-Germain. Galatasaray versus Juventus. Benfica versus Real Madrid. Borussia Dortmund versus Atalanta. Karabakh Akban and Newcastle. Club Brugge versus Atletico de Madrid. Bodo Glimt and Inter Milan. And Olympiacos and Bayern Leverkusen. We and Sanya is Ekoye. Naruto no tea. Baby Olympiacos Leverkusen namono. Woman and Bayern Munich ni Arsenal kwa ene ho. Eti u wini bo woman away na fama obesha ada Arsenal or Bayern Munich. Bodo Glimt ni Inter Milan. Ultimi trasa head roya. Obesha ada City or Sporting in the round of 16. Club Brugge ni Atletico. Ultimi qualifier. Ubeshia ada Tottenham or Liverpool in the round of 16. Karabakh ni Newcastle. Wa be fama no. Ubeshia ada Chelsea or Barcelona. Dortmund Atalanta. Wa be fama no. Ubeshia ada Arsenal or Bayern Munich. Na Real Madrid ne Benfica. Wa be fama no. Ubeshia Sporting CP or Man City in the round of 16. Galatasaray Juventus. Wa be fama no. Ubeshia ada Liverpool or Tottenham. Monaco, Paris Saint-Germain, Ubesha Ada Barca or Chelsea. This is the draw.
Okay.
Playoff no. Who do you tip over the other? Who has the better chance? The route to be no one in favor pa. Yenko.
Eko, many can start at the free top one. So I'll start with AS Monaco, Paris Saint-Germain. Now French
and all French affair.
Thank you. So all French affair on paper, on any day, who has a particular physical we are. As a Paris Saint-Germain said the last edition of the playoffs, but the start league phase, you know, Yedi Baby Remo 2024, you know, in fact 2024-25. Of course, one. I will say Paris Saint-Germain this time over Kaya. But I another, I mean, French side, which happens to be Brest. Almost Shaomo. I'm not only Baby Remo in the knockout stages, and the rest is history. I'm first Champions League title. Luis Enrique, nobody thought to say. Having, gotten that experience with his boys, now Omababe Remabe the defending champions, baby Omobo and Omofano, and he said, Omoko playoff for Bemaka. You Liverpool playoff from the last edition, Omen that top. Arsenal, perfect record. But at the end of the day, I'm found the Arsenal, Monom the Real Madrid, and Liverpool be share PSG, you know. Liverpool could share PSG or Party France. Have you lot for bed, Beshe go. Abba Nasala Munso. Ombe pay more info, no. So Edima and a slot. So this time, the fact that PSG Asempa Remu our air playoffs doesn't mean say in the knockout stages it will be worse for them. Having, going to play against AS Monaco, to me, they start to be the favorites and they are going to win this game. PSG home and away, they will beat Bobo Kwa Omudin AS Monaco. Again, so I'm winning either Barcelona or Chelsea. Same way, and you bet when you Bobo Comedy Karabakh, almost in Newcastle. The ever winning either Chelsea or Newcastle after the Barcelona after the draw. Now, Karabakh Newcastle. I will tip Bobo Crest Newcastle to do the do. Why? Because their performance latter part of the Champions League, even having drawn with Paris Saint-Germain, how our records the last time on Michiaye, which has a PSG and in Newcastle, and we sound quite the how the boys table conference Paris Saint-Germain 2023. I mean,
which one are you watching? Because this is the roots. Monaco, Paris Saint-Germain. What over to me actually handle no. One Barcelona, Chelsea, Mbaku nebebo. Sure. And Carabao, farmer wa. One Galatasaray, Juventus, Dino, or the Bishia, Liverpool, Tottenham, no nebebo. What the first route to you are doing a different route. Please. Okay. Check it again. And I'm a boss on it. I'm a one team here, Leon. So Liverpool, Tottenham, Mbaku, Bishia, either Galatasaray or Juventus. A Honman Monam. Say I don't want to be winner Bishia, Barca, Chelsea, Monaco, Paris, and Mbaku.
Yeah. So Galatasaray, Juventus, now, okay. So
let's stick to the playoff. Now, why Monaco, Paris, and come to Galatasaray, Juventus?
Now, Galatasaray, Juventus. Eriko, some Shebo conference Galatasaray. Omufi Hona. Yeah, not sometimes I'm disappointed. But Fiono, so move home. A bit difficult for Juve. The Juve for proving my own way. So in Monaco. Yeah, Monaco na Avara Belu abaye 5-0. Meboa. Mbappe mo bobo gosi. Ah nay a band group stage is an league race now. We be breaking Cristiano record of 11 goals. Or the Ababa Benya saying 12, that is 13 goals. And Ababa share. So AS Monaco no Bobo Cross Juventus went to me go no. And Mami will be said no. Juve in the Champions League. No, yes, can I use this?
You don't think Spalletti has some BB out team anymore?
Luciano Spalletti young ye BB wumbi. Oh wow. In fact, in terms of defense, I think say they are there. Defensive network, no, and you're bad. But in terms of say young goals, no, you will still have more.
And you think they can't do anything?
So Galatasaray, Mufio, said you better kunya better record, better results. And so there. I think Mufio. Was Alliance Stadium, no. To me, no more bet me but I think the favorite Roman is a double chance for Juventus. So I'm betting me then Aqua win it, and also on bed draw or Galatasaray for no Baba Abe Bariomo, but so Mugo Bobo Kuna first Galatasaray, a bit me upset.
Well, offer to my Canadians on for the same two Monaco, Paris Saint-Germain, Galatasaray, Juventus. Then I come back to you for the Benfica, Real Madrid, and Dortmund, Atlanta. Well,
Monaco ne Paris Saint-Germain. A lot of meetings. I mean, say were domestic meetings. And sana externally, no ababi do the continental games and also ewoho. But Eric, so only meeting common to this year and Casacra League or mobile. Almost share twice. Now the first leg PSG won. The French League on. Almost show 3-1. Then Monaco Kobo home no or share 1-0. So if I am to dwell my analysis on this resource here, then it means to say Monaco a chance there. But you know, a two-legged affair there goes very important. And trust me, PSG will. I mean, wait there. And one of a playoff too.
But in recent times, Paris Saint-Germain is also no.
No, you see, Paris Saint-Germain. Sometimes to me M40.
Okay.
Because our share competitions are no more involved in last season. Ball as much as close to about 60 and then 60 plus games last season. And when clubs at Tifia almost resting, when clubs were preparing, busy in the market, almost players are pre-season. Paris Saint-Germain was engaged in the FIFA Club World Cup. A highly competitive game. No more saying them. And the FIFA Club World Cup, they didn't exit the FIFA Club World Cup at group stage. Boya could do finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. So for FIFA Club World Cup, for Beka Champions League, for Beka Coupe de France, Trophy
Trophy the Champions.
For the French multiply, one can check the number of games on board last season. Interbonisa. I mean, coaches will tell you, say,
fatigue.
You will pick moment, tell my players, and they do baby na brand bema fatigue beba. Fatigue bema players' performances, you will not get it as you want it.
Yeah.
And a bunny sound back down, kake do baby no side. As so with Paris Saint-Germain, those top clubs are almost board those number of games last season. A bad thing so be who almost the same spark this particular season. But when it comes to experience and exposure there, you can't take them off. And I feel, say, with coach and Didi Luis Enrique anyhow we do matches be on ma Ousmane Dembele mo rest so monko break ni ade ne de they will still maneuver their way out of beating Monaco.
Wow, okay. Right, that's fine.
Juventus need good records against Galatasaray. Only good records because we check out the last 4 matches on my ball our Champions League bono. Juventus say win only 1 and we draw 1-2 ako in favor of Gala. Galatasaray were not doing better, especially when Osimhen was playing the African Cup. But Osimhen back no. As our team no, the attacking potency is still there. Yes, when we send a Man City cross struggle to beat them 2-0. They really struggled. Inti we check records here on Kenya and baby your friend say even say the fire this is not a one-off game.
Home and away.
Inti meba what I say, so that dynamics, might also play a role in whoever qualifies. I think I will give that slight advantage to Galatasaray.
Really?
Yes, I will give that advantage.
You guys don't believe Juventus?
But
this is the Champions League. No, even so, Juventus.
So with this particular records between them. They are head to head now. They are two. Crumble doesn't even give you that chance. Listen, Luciano Spalletti in the boys, So my ready. I do some Vlahovic more. This is the opportunity. Yeah. And so much more the knockout stages because Italy omobre.
Wow. Young call the Benfica Real Madrid game.
Okay.
I repeat.
Yes. Now you can TV so. Okay. And I shall be. I'm saying
Champions League and they drawn the enemy. So I knew on the side Benfica Madrid.
Bobo called friend said Real Madrid. Tell me Madrid
to me echo through with Obekushia Man City.
Yo. And but the honey Quebec Madrid.
Me coach said drawn the Sunday Obekushia City. Oh.
Eriko. That's why I said Real Madrid. Imagine 15 Champions League titles. Benfica so and they be bob not less than 280 5 matches in the history of the Champions League European Cup. Only 3 times spend on Meshia and so and no class no European Cup those days no. About the Champions League the only time Meshia in Anungi. And the reason why maybe Benfica they were able to beat Madrid at the inexperience of their coach.
Okay.
Real Madrid, Alvaro Arbeloa.
You don't think
but the materials
you don't think the attitude of the players.
The attitude may play a role, but the key part of it, the two coaches are
well.
Mourinho, the mentality. Look at after the match, the press conference. Some Okache say Okache and boys, whether we are not going to qualify or we are going to qualify, we needed to win this particular match. At the time, why in the substitution in area, he needed that. Changing somebody who do for Benfica. How to take his goalkeeper, Anatoly Trubin, took that bold decision, and the rest is history.
Can Benfica do it again?
So right now, me checking record. No say, Benfica. Oman winning 2 of the previous 3 meetings. Oman Real Madrid Etinyabo. Normally, so just 1. In fact, that defeat by in the second leg of 1964-1965. Omo NS a quarterfinals, NS a match and no mobile and Omo lose 2-1. A tie of aggregate on progressing, and 6-3. So Real Madrid had to take it upon themselves. Said no, baby, I do the quarterfinals. It was in the knockout stage. We need to what? Go and travel to the next stage. And but the records favor Bobo Kwefesa Benfica, even with the recent win on Menyano. Sesi Alvaro Arbeloa nimfisusua so betimi akwa wremu ayese adwuma we ono ankasa ti said the dizebia yi ebedu ebi ese ono ankasa mabre for Florentino Perez Rodriguez mo if they don't go and talk to the boys me who say River the only player who is serious along with goalkeeper Courtois Mbappe omo makani nyina bunch of jokers.
Bellingham busy for nothing.
Look at Camavinga. Look at Tchouaméni. Look at even Sir Akwawe. First time penal Asempa. Federico Valverde. But then say, I'm not already captain Mbandi. Now we have Xabi Alonso way. We be pompous because he have been out of position.
The Madrid
that particular game. I be Barcelona that particular time. Everybody should understand. Say you say Mourinho, the mentality to be instilled on the players anymore. And every man is standing very well. But this particular make my catch or say Real Madrid having Mbappe when planning BBR, I think they can do the do. But they have to take the Real Madrid management. They need to talk to the boys. And yes, sir. I have Benfica beat me back but the last time quarterfinals Omushia, Real Madrid more progress. Yes, on aggregate. So they should be careful.
Can you for Benfica Madrid?
Well, when you say So kasa wo ye productive analysis you realize say
Zone.
Bibian Shadan say wo Madrid o. And Shadan say little details if we can have Madrid team no. Because from where I sit, if you want to do comparative analysis, Eric, you can't tell me say Benfica players they are far better than the Madrid players. If you want to do player to player comparison, you can't do that.
By then we play as a team.
I understand, and that is where Nankameba say collectively, Benfica furniture in a park and that is the more reason why the coach can even motivate the goalkeeper. Say, Branaba Pimbishe, and the goalkeeper will come and do the job because collectively they know what they are doing. But collectively, no, Madrid the team, no, there is so much division in the team. There is so much, you see, also a lack of responsibility. Players are anka few say also almost for that responsibility to almost say this is Real Madrid. Our images are stick. The club's images are stick. Now players are doing unnecessary argument and ranting on the field of play.
And politics.
Yes, the politics within the team. Look, on any given day, Madrid is a favorite when it comes to Champions League knockout phase like this. And you see, Madrid and Benfica, I'm share our Champions League. Let me establish that fact. Say, I'm share our Champions League. Even so, check it. The last 3 games were my bar. The first one was in 2002. That was a friendly game. Omobo 2-2. Then 2012, they met and also a friendly game. And a team and did the Real Madrid. It lost by 5-2. Edema Benfica. Then the last game in an annual day Omoboye. In a competitive game, Madrid lost 4-2. In Tisawu check here. The last 3 matches at Benfica and Madrid abono. Benfica omaye able to put 11 goals in the net of Real Madrid. The Madrid Ashemu 6. That's bad. Inti Kamaya say investors are tips we bet for tips we bet for the Madrid in Benfica the ensure 2 goals. There will always be that cricket scoreline. And me feel say ebesi. Yes, Adibakwa e motivating Edema Madrid ni so be kwa away first. Madrid be ko the lose first.
No, be hese obeba be wi obenaba.
Intino the first game Portugal no will give the Madridistas a fair idea of where they are. What I say?
What is your prediction?
My prediction is that this time Benfica and Falasa against Madrid. Yes, Mourinho will try to do. Yes, tactically we all know so on a good day Mourinho be Bora. Your friend say Alvaro Abaloa. But you see, Madrid games it goes beyond the manager. It goes beyond the coach. You come Madrid games and Sergio Ramos mobile captain Samba na omo Madrid team noa. You will see the passion.
But you can't compare that squad. That was a squad as
summit.
Some of the mistakes they do.
I'm a typical Barcelona fan. But at a point, maybe the trademark and the culture of Real Madrid almost the same for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost the same. Because Madrid is not known for. I mean, some top players are dedicated.
And then they get dedicated free.
Galacticos, Pan and Nadia.
Overtip.
Oh, Madrid has slight advantage.
Okay, that's fine. There's Dortmund and Atlanta. I know they are on
Dortmund Atlanta, dear. Omumia a free scoring team. Yes, Omutai Shishia, Omoshia be 2 times or 3 times in the Champions League. Nina a close contest. Goals to Nankasa in particular. Until me feel so this particular fixture will also produce a lot of goals. But me tipe so Goras in the boys in say at least also to me a jubano. First leg a bus was signal do that. So results a bay was signal do that. Say a poor match, you know. Nessa Dortmund the bear 3-1B. Every signal do na.
I don't want you 3-0. Signal this season in 1 week.
I think this one still meaning by adwin. I was about saying that Nico
Atlanta and Shadanya convince.
Coach no. Coach in Paladino no. Onyo be a Europe one kasa no.
Say Gasperini.
Senke good already. What I said, I think the Dortmund have the slight edge. Said this particular one.
I want to come out in war, right?
Yeah.
And or be few crab. By the end of the transfer, you know he will move.
I said Dortmund to me coming.
Well, Karabakh in Newcastle.
And an American say, baby Eddie how. bibia sho no ahyebre ni hye ni nsem so opese investment na Saudi for na ba be no still etoko so aba the only Paris Saint-Germain no that fighting spirit
who Newcastle here papa.
Oh, they are not the last season na nimu omo na omo ni Isaac mo the Joel Lintons na omo ye adwuma no what you say but clearly in the Champions League what they demonstrated against Paris Saint-Germain eno kwan mo wura na ndidi Eddie Howe ne boys no hope dia Karabakh. Yes, omufi omo adwen de but say omo ba we no Karabakh are not the kind of team I bet me aka so mba be ma. I mean, St. James's Park, they have to do the work there. So I think that Newcastle, Erico, you be more akumanim.
That's fine. Okay, Karabakh, Newcastle, and there's Club Brugge, Atletico. Now, Diego Simeone, stories coming in is Simone is our break.
Of course.
Yeah, Diego is our break. This is in Banaway.
Since 2011.
Sometimes what make kana omonena kasa na watanati. We are say ebi or the BC the B and pampa kosa. They are finding it difficult to look beyond him. Especially
Juan Beba.
Yeah. I would say, uno bit na change and kasa de change and kasa Charlie change the But you see, you can't talk about the history of Atletico Madrid and then leave out Coach Anididi Diego Simeone. We play that impact. I mean, we yet that huge impact in Atletico Madrid. To the extent of say, she had the number of recruitment on my team name, the mental psyche of the players on Atletico Madrid team. But we all saw Julian Alvarez playing for Manchester City. But he's a different player playing for Atletico than playing for Manchester City. We saw Antoine Griezmann playing for Barcelona. Yeah. He was a different player compared to Antoine Griezmann about Atletico Madrid. So, coach, total control and dominance on Atletico Madrid team now build. So a banisa who just such a coach who be say coach Bempa no be fighting because you know to be in a straight competition or straight fight with Madrid and Barcelona.
Now it's not league if you almost
league Champions League finals. It's
Europa League to show. Moving on will be difficult. But this season in the Champions League have they been that convincing in the Champions League Atletico?
They've not, and unim say your Champions League season. Clubs of Becca so my favorite, you know. Atletico, of course, they will fall behind. Boss are clubs no my favorite to win the Champions League. Atiku dinye day. But I think you know, giving them team it is a club
they should be able to do this.
The third or the Belgian league, you know, I'm with that third. Yes. I'm also a pull on way to the but me feel say quality and experience here. Atletico the very
well,
Diego Simeone. Sa run the Bema Enrique Cerezo mo. Me go Angel Mari mo be the bia minya yanka obo no. The way our Osimhen the mentality no. Opese boys no inkoketi mo so. Diego Pablo Simeone on any day or chance or a warrior or a fighter. So onyan kokunu wie a enya dia away there and he has been a proven winner. From this Ostati so coaching wo Argentina, Estudiantes, River Plate, every team our coaching at that time, I think winning titles with them. But the Atletico Madrid no. And can you catch no Obi anywhere we ask you my way. Obi to catch him say one of the greatest coaches in the history of Atletico Madrid. Yamo run did this because one man made Europa ba compare the moment. La Liga na no dominance of Messi, Ronaldo, all Real Madrid and that of Barcelona respectively no. And yet already no this one is Mbappe stop here na. On the Mbappe 2013 2014 tell man now already did Ancelotti and the Real Madrid edge Champions League from Musemino. Yes, Udu BBC mbeje there, but we also had that time squad na all you. I mean, the Diogo Costa
and also in no time at Atletico produce strikers.
Strikers.
Over Tokono produce for produce.
Oh, the Falcao mu Chelsea mo. Aguero yeah. So we are talking about this one. Fernando Torres the career be kwa wiye krampo. It is Diego Simeone. Obemo will say yes, I am the man. I will let you be the winner. So opening way, I don't think maybe I do so at the Super Cups monomne. I mean Champions League run out like can just say no. Yeah. I think so we are not be here, but all the he will not leave Atletico or Cosaqua. So I think with this particular fixture, Club Brugge Belgium.
That's what you mean.
Atletico no baby. And Julian Alvarez mo. The Guilherme Simeone.
My last game no kind. Oh yeah, only baby. Bodo na boy, right?
Bodo.
My goodness. Now Akabodo idi Bodo ni Internebo and Bodo we ball first at home, then Obakwa Koyo go sepe meyeza. Bodo Inter.
Bodo for am quite some surprises in the Champions League this season. Games that you predict is a Bodo for into me nyahwe no. Eho no mukoyi nkonya. For Bodo to have the courage to go to Wanda Metropolitano, now the way and manner, the Atletico yede, echo fast no. We a Christian Kivu. Now we lead the team meet is Inter. You cannot sleep, regardless of going to Champions League finals back to back. No, unto na. And when say the technical study group or the video analysis for the man Inter, no, they are working tirelessly to make sure say. The Bodo for the bad down with him. Sure, Debbie Amikase. It is better to go to war with unknown soldiers and be defeated.
Yes.
Than to think say you have everything.
Yeah, Yakobo.
Now and that is a similar situation of Bodo Fono. Bodo Fono, they are playing like unconforming your beer and they want to make history for themselves. In terms of bad game, you will easily underrate them. In terms of start game, but they are very solid. Much purposeful, the way I'm ball no Erica Noshi. And me feel say Inter for the only advantage in any say Inter quite way first. And a bad side, the advantage my big teams, because most of the results are overturning in big teams, a chance on the chanting of their supporters, normally the remnant their necessity. Me feel say yes. Inter were rich experience in Champions League as compared to Bodo. This is a team at the 2 Champions League finals. So we go back to back as I did Abba. They are still in contention and in competition. Me feel say Bodo phone best stretch you, especially first leg because we no. They will give them a show. But return leg I will go sepe mieza. That will be the end of the road for Bodo Glimt.
Wow.
Yeah, all kind of sir. But me who is how Bodo Glimt for no. O mama who say your revolution and your evolution. The only say evolution and not a revolution because can enable more demo from Norway. Bodo Glimt from nowhere and then Omaba powerhouse in Europe because some of the results are munya I know she. That's why losing to Juventus. Acquire 3-2. That's why I said Monaco Koshomo 1-0. That's why I said Galatasaray.
Bad side.
Yes. Look at the results of Munya, even the last 2. Yeah, Inter
no, be able to beat City.
Yeah, Inter for say Omuko Kaya, the Omni Dortmund for no year last minute, and Federico Di Marco, and the Timina go di Momo. Said this season, the whole Ataro Martinez, you know, Marcus Thuram, you know, Europe, only deliver for the same club, and not last season. But when we say Aquaba, missing the power, Denzel Dumfries. I'm telling you, they are missing that guy. Ninja, so me to me, no. Omuba as Primera Stadium, abody etia Inter. Say Inter for him no mukolusu more than 2 goals. Ah,
Asoshe baba.
Obekase Giuseppe Meazza. Inter records there, but Bodo Glimt your we say no ma cause upset we the next round. And so we did Christian Kivu. Person ye duma na okowa. Eso bo mo omufi ho. And so ma ba be show Giuseppe Meazza. Say Inter be qualifier. Eso okọ as Primera Stadium a Bodo Glimt. Say Bodo Glimt emom ewenia. Now you go by 2 goals margin. I doubt. Say Inter after so year finalists and so last season and before that 2023 Obodi Inter that Manchester City the final. I don't think this time bet me round of 16 because their performance league yes same no replicate and so Champions League.
That's fine. So there's Olympiacos Leverkusen and also be Barca so now please I want to understand Chelsea play against Barcelona no tiniye. Won say teams na qualified that no. Yahye 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 no yahye ne saa ne ya draw mo by. Nti omo bo wi ade say Monaco de Paris Saint-Germain de obe wini no. Ena afi mamen ko dan ha no Newcastle Karabakh so de obe wini no. Ye be draw omo be wini na so be qualify ye be draw ba ko be hia Chelsea ne ba ko hia Barcelona. Just never Sunday nyom na bebo omo de ya draw mba mu ba ko no Barcelona na Chelsea ba ko be hia Ada Monaco Paris Saint-Germain, Karabakh, and Newcastle. Tisana etie. And Galatasaray and Juventus, no. What about qualifying? No, Obesha Liverpool or Tottenham. Sa Liverpool Tottenham for that, no, so no. Club Brugge Atletico, Sunam Salling now, so. It's an emphasis Club Brugge Atletico, what about qualify? Emphasis Atletico qualify. Na Galatasaray so qualify or Harmana Juventus qualify. But Obesha Liverpool, but Quisha Tottenham.
Bakuna me now ukwa team say to say fan say we Benfica and Real Madrid Inter anybody glimpse Sebia Real Madrid etimi qualifier between Sporting CP and Man City we to akwa Man City na Inter so ni bodo glimpse no the winner na akwa Sporting CP
or vice versa
sana de betimi akwa
eti enye Barca Chelsea enti shana so for me maybe in the quarter final
na be eduru ha no mama
maybe we am coffee be nyina maybe in the final yeah it's another day. Erico, thank you so much. Now I get it. Yes, that's good. Thank you for getting it. And Erico, don't blame the one who was asking for the red side, because some of the sites don't work in abroad. Only Sportybet works in abroad. Okay. And the buy no well be no or the US the buy. Okay. I get it. The Holy Spirit listening to you live in Tama Community 5. The Holy Spirit there na answer okay. Holy Spirit. My Enyeska. Holy Spirit. This weekend my Indiska. Holy Spirit my Indiska. Holy Spirit, my Indiska, Holy Spirit. All right, I'm saying I'm live on Asempa 94.7 FM. Utie Prepzone. No messages here, back and kind at the amount. Charles York at the bar. Was a great show so far, Rico. Tennis is my game. In fact, that is where my insomnia is rooted. Arena and Rabakina have met 16 times so far. Arena has beaten Rabakina's 2 sets to once. Okay. Rebakina has beaten Arena 2 sets to love 5 times. Yes, to love. Yeah. No, tennis means 0 and love. Okay. Arena has not dropped a set for 12 games. In fact, last time Arena lost a game, hey Charlie, Muntio. The last time Arena lost a game, she lost to a man. Tomorrow will be interesting. I swear. No, they are and so and no. I'm saying live on YouTube. Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM. It's in Pacho Ojonia. Na yes, we need the legend. Let's start briefly on the Real Madrid problems and news of and I said names of managers are the first of it Bono Unai Emery. As Unai is being spoken to the takeover. Can you take it?
I won't say medical Kabi say I said we were concerned about the direction of Madrid. So I said almost a sa free no maybe one. Almost say some common and ra. Obekaya me boss so ana Bansen eka so ne menya adwene say Madrid aso nkakanka omo Lucy ade bia na mo ye exceptional.
The identity.
Yes, Madrid Lucy. Now you see this crisis here cause for Madrid team nemo. Wo hwe that managerial crisis here cause here. Eric, so let me tell you to Yemfani say the last 20 years into for free 2006 Ebabesi 2026 the last 20 years which coach Madrid you talk about Fabio Capello, Don Fabio, Ben Schuster, one day Ramos, Manuel Pellegrini, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Carlito, Rafael Benitez, Zinedine Zidane, Julian Lopetegui, Santiago Solari, Zidane again, Carlo Ancelotti again, Xabi Alonso, then Alvaro Abaloa. We check the chronology of managers are Omafa Madrid team abe coach or moi. I say Fiorentino Perez or Yabre, me sure say wabre in terms of thinking and taking decisions for Madrid. Yes, because Madrid a veer of what was making them the big club, no, veer of.
Well, he's also looking at balancing the books, making money.
I understand. I understand. But the thing is,
because during the time of COVID, and a club be soon, Madrid no soon.
Yes, but you see, you have a certain image to protect. And that is the bragging right of Madrid for no. What do we are Madridista?
You're sure.
But are you proud of the current situation of Madrid? No.
I'm not happy.
You are not happy. You are not happy of the current situation at Madrid. Because one, Yakasa coach in where was Alvaro Abaloa. Leave Barcelona aside because Barcelona can go 5, 6, 7 seasons on the trophy. There is no much pressure on Barcelona.
No, especially with the crisis Amoko quite recently.
Yes. And Barca will just decide to say, okay, Yankofa, Xavi Hernandez, Emra, Omesusum Kaka, no to me room, no Abeji League, you drop from Champions League or Europa Cry and to me Europa League, you know, Yasakino. Barca bet, yes, but Barca bet to say. Now a man coach it is a Hansi Flick. He's a season winner.
Yeah.
He's a proven winner. It gives you that comfort. We are a supporter of Barcelona. If you are a typical Bograna, you understand, say you have that bragging right. Say, come match in Mukra. No matter the quality of your players, you have a certain man at the dugout.
Oh, he's a good coach.
Exactly. And same cannot be said about Madrid. One, a lot of Nkofo were issues about the attitude of the Madrid players. Because you can't tell me...
They've been giving too much power.
Medase. You can't tell me Mbappe is a bad player. But if Mbappe... Of course, it is Mbappe's duty to score all the goals for Madrid. What about Jude Bellingham? What is he doing? He's now becoming a politician. What about Vinicius Jr.? He's not concentrating on how Madrid will win games. He's rather concentrating on complaining and then attacking referees, doing gestures, unnecessary gestures. You Madrid they losing. You see,
how can you go into a game and start Matantueno over Rodrigo? And your politics, he's never been a better player than Rodrigo. I don't get it. And it's our politics and
in fact, in the last Champions League, Amoji, I think it was 2023, right?
2022.
2023.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the last Champions League Madrid.
But 2024.
Madrid 2024.
And now we get Dortmund.
Yes, Dortmund 2024.
Asana Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG Babeji. Who said
the last 2 seasons.
2022 Ancelotti do amoje. Ana City Guardiola ni Inter Guardiola beje. Ana omni bebo tia Dortmund. Ana Edin Terzic e coach Dortmund. Ana PSG Ababeji.
I understand. Now, those years here, the last year, Krana Champions League Madrid GN. Tell me the performance of Rodrigo. He was part of the players,
of course.
Not omu key players for Madrid, and also a key figure for Madrid. Madrid. In fact, he scored important goals to make sure Madrid do baby or Mudu. Vinicius Jr. This is a player 2-3 seasons ago. A lot of people were vying for him, so only Ballon d'Or. But with this attitude, can you win Ballon d'Or? No, you can't. And to be fair, say Madrid and Casadie, Xabi Alonso couldn't control the dressing room. Ancelotti left a lot of issues unsolved. Our Madrid team,
yeah.
Xabi Alonso, the problems at Real Madrid is way beyond Xabi Alonso.
Well, if you give players too much power,
absolutely,
you bring in a new, young manager.
Yeah.
Give him the chance to change the direction of the club.
That is not a trademark of Madrid. In Madrid, you know,
so why do you bring him?
Now decision making has become one of the problems for Madrid, and it is coming from coach and his opinion is different to Perez.
A coach comes in. Watch us me pay way. How do you expect the coach to perform?
If you check a Juma already to say Xabi Alonso now who says Xabi Alonso call Real Madrid then it means to say Real Madrid there is this kind of change in Madrid. But the question was to say, was the Madridistas ready to accept the change? The leadership now will change.
They weren't ready for the change.
Yes, they weren't ready
at all.
The Madridistas were not ready because
and Kasa Jude Bellingham playing Jude.
Absolutely.
In the same game.
But that change, you not get the immediate results now. If you want to get rid of all these top players here, commanding power, dressing room.
It's all ball.
Yes, also you are forced to play them. Inti Ebanisa as a coach in the nabadi but a year coach in a year sana Xabi Alonso situation is it here into be a meti headie Tisania coach and he did Unai Emery 22 years in top flight coaching 11 different trophies won for clubs our coach 3 trophies in European competitions for Sevilla 7 domestic trophies for Paris Saint-Germain Villarreal 1 trophy at Europe. Okay, can you 11 solid trophies for Unai Emery in his 22-year period of coaching India. Me feel say Unai Emery, Eba Madrid team no at this particular moment, Eba team near power.
Okay.
He will bring a lot of stability. He will bring a lot of discipline because we need somebody who goes beyond tactics. What I say, Madrid problem no. You need somebody who goes beyond just the tactics. The combo match I compare 3 point. No, you have to bring somebody. Obama Penin 40 says, if we really want to make a change and make everybody feel comfortable and happy at Real Madrid, we need to be able to take certain decisions.
All right.
And those decisions will come by stepping certain tools on Real Madrid.
All right.
In the Real Madrid
well,
team.
especially when he's coached in the Spanish La Liga, in, out, in. I mean, say you odim send a spin no, and so and then we sit here. Good evening, Eric. I'm still telling you, Unai Emery is the man to save Real Madrid. All right, Bismarck Chavez and a dear bye. I'm not touch on the Madrid issue name.
Erico, Real Madrid, Mimaka, in football's history, they are the best club in the world.
Alaba, Cavaya, Camavinga, Rudiga. I said, Pamuna.
Good. They are the best club in history. Yes, Barcelona can compete them, but in terms of say winning laurels, major laurels, making history, impact, yes, Real Madrid are there, the whole world globally. They have identity. That identity, no. Never bako Asempa no identity abe restore no ma free glory to glory no. Eye Florentino Perez Rodriguez. Penifo say abebi be wu a ya etai so. But that's the day we dey. Eriko Janu Doom.
Where do you enjoy?
There be a Doom because Florentino Perez Rodriguez na minimum no. At some point in time, Sando I can't Mrs. Sando was the Oba take over from him no me kind dinamo. Oba take over like do Rabina Karima the Baba bet say
one day Ramos
no I'm talking about the president. I'm talking about the president. No I need a Barcelona. Barcelona. I'm talking about Real Madrid. Omo president, you know. You didn't see.
They were begging now.
What you say? It is all checking. Opinion Real Madrid. Ramon Cadron. Yes. Ramon Cadron. Mra. For Antonio Bresne. Earlier part to Galacticos. Yeah, buy a Beckham. Yeah, Okoya. Ramon Cadron buy. A cartoon broker. Team is saying Babe Nkusu. You have to get the Florentino Perez come back. And in the 2000 now, Obaya, we saw the Kakes, the Ronaldos, the Benzimas. Obama changes the status quo to us. So my the Madrids, the Bills, and we've seen where Real Madrid they've come to. Real Madrid is a serial winner in terms of a club football. Yeah, Lawrence, most especially in the Champions League. But look, Semra Unya the likes of Eneno, Rafa Benitez, one Mayajuma. Na say nenu wiase na sesa football no e say me former player bi obi obobo no bi da na obobo ni yie no orem into coaching am man opportunity no e me remember the time sade no FI within the Azizi then anything that ma as opinion did for Florentino Perez enya gide say no sometimes yan so yetimi try yan kase former players ni bi ebeboa but mra Zidane eko no ha ne baba be si na nine amfo omo conform wan kase omo nipa bako Santiago Solari.
Yeah.
Ama mefa. They did it again. So they have to get another serial winner. Obia, or credible and credibility in terms of say coaching.
Track record.
Or track record. No, proven winner.
Like you are saying, the in the system, what they am say Unai redeem
Klopp
from Unai.
Klopp. Say you want any problem na mete pure either Klopp or Unai Emery. Zidane just forget to offer France. There's no need to bring Zidane back again to Real Madrid. Oba and more chaos.
Still cry.
To me say, Sunday na Real Madrid you know. Emre Ancelotti samba you know. After 2014 you know. The essence here. Real Madrid sambinya be fan to fry. But look, me say a baby be go and so be sometime a baby no bu when Ancelotti we dey na no ja okoye.
Madrid say omunya den.
Enti omo how no enyina be si say Emra insuo cha to mo ehwa no Florentino Perez Rodriguez ankasa no panyino eso okoji na home. They need to get somebody.
Send adne ten so de skill bibia ma na ba do competing.
Oya ni humo gabia. Oya ni humo gabia. Na ni nya na eso oba enche bia oba bekoi. Enti eso oya na okọ because oya ni humo gabia club no ono a wa build empire no afedi ono ankasa ebubu na empire.
At one of the games fans now Florentino out no sre
yes but on one case so gitu because the poor performances and results are omunya in terms of say internal discord clashes between Vinicius Junior the Xabi Alonso the coaches
is the most successful president
of course and then no doubt tell like yakanwa lack of cohesion or Real Madrid the in terms of inadequate squad depth Real Madrid and pano and Florentino Perez Rodriguez ni interference so adoso and again unrealistic expectations and anene wuremu tisa unim yi Ancelotti onya adwuma Brazil afiri waje tumo okwa Xabi Alonso na oba no or another coach like Zidane and then Florentino Perez wugidi e pasa o mma adwuma na obetima ye but the am dey na for nya ne say onso Xabi Alonso no is the same ko beti ne ho ase te say time na Zidane ni Ronaldo mo gitum say yes me bobo na me super player me superstar but we mu so mo mredi eti ma menye de me hu how me no mo communication no ebe fa so akọ we say we dey can ABCD kindergarten KG1B
no, but Evans when you're a new coach you come maybe you call a new club you would like to just implement all ideas but players know him because they are spoiled and the politics near the internet players make a choice I didn't watch them
no make a choice so no the players know how to communicate
we are from Masa he is your coach. One tell you okano.
Florentino mbe sadie ni nyina, but all the sadie ni ba super egos no so demonstrate mo say yo. Opani yenimo. Dia na wo ye on na no Germany ase so no. Nya na be no wa. So enu ya ni ba kwa amwoma owe didi Xabi Alonso dia na But don't think say okoi. Avara belu an e ba be adwuma no because on kwampo dia o ma Real Madrid fin so ma koto gem. Why? Abachete. Division 2B no mo ba den ababa be Real Madrid afrimu Copa del Rey yet Real Madrid some I mean trivia matches be some committee me efa on kono na Real Madrid mo ababa dey to the extent say Elsa Benfica game we now say ke ye dey Real Madrid but because of lack of experience owura na did there's abelu antimi
I feel well maybe we can say but line up ni na actually say some strings be pull over
I know me say oba no some match na no winning against Monaco more winning 5-0 no must Antonio more opportunity me say you need a winner you need a commander no be ba say adwuma no and that's the reason why many kaninja be adwen say sawa turu pepe no aturu pepe
over to me
oh here introduction
over to me
one man na oba ono be Xabi Alonso die no so mo call Cabo Cup no by say to play bio that decision it was a bad decision from Florentino Perez
you know
me ba
at Asempa cross massa
no sir and so mo call players and so Real Madrid baby omo no a simple solution here they need a coach that top notch figure about best stand the narrative avara belu amo omo nko under 19 ho omo kasi a onko coach but for now
David Alaba
what I say
fella man
injuries no so how mo pass some players no ba be than injury pro Carvajal enso so enenu say opanyini gitum no ko na maye masaki akwandi design
go into a season season akọ you know so right back enye akwano so amoko fa na ban
you pro na mo so akwa no because 10 million
mo the makeshift na boss season na mo the Vavadi akwa ko boho
and na mani nyina no this instability na ba players no because Vavadi won say
football sometimes say na football nya fair but there are times football is fair
yes
because we be assistant team ejina na so dey be tournament
o dey
Ancelotti dey bi now I miss
39-40
wo mu a empene ma wonya ne say Rudiger wabre omu nyina nko military so be prepare some paper like Brahim Diaz should be commanding play come on venga more to many
Makacha Eriko me no inside the game so me can say
so ya na so twitwa bi na ni titara so sa
yes titara so ade na cohesion no ni chemistry ni what body ni no echi obenu now the Chouameni ni no e be pen ni we ya
there's no leader now
yes
I say all play or you know gumbi
and so for the Perez Rodriguez no one me say and so one kasa ko okwa o me hia coach also obema Saturday
Alonso was the right man. Perez should have handed the ball to Alonso to hair dry for non-performance. And Partey, but no Nisa power. No.
Yes, I mean, that be or good. Me say, implementing the style of implementation.
Opra no my na say winning team or kwa Jude Bape so the Bobby by force so the Jude Bellingham ball. No Gula must have budgeway no you go left him.
Other Gulash.
No corner fini bofu kurasted. Why always me? Yeah. Oh Charlie, that time na Vinicius Junior bon tebe obusa. But bonenti and yano. Ala 80 na we contract we dey to for Vinia. We drakora. To work performance we and the per se the highest pace highest paid players I mean, you know. So Real Madrid in some kakere ye dia wo mu no and dia time no e book off ba enti yemfa ne sei na kwan bia so no ma wo messages ni bi ba na ba Samuel or say Messiah or say hey I see Keninja Kipo. He did Asempa now or just walk a pass. Hey, Sammy, what do? Yeah, you Keninja Chreda. That's a Keninja by headquarters. Ubi say. Watching live from Tema Polyclinic Community 2. Okay, Eric, thank you so much. I think I've done that. Eugene, and so the Community 2 and at the buy. I must say, it's near welcome. Our Facebook, YouTube. Yes, sell Vinny to PSG and bring Vitina. Chalemunti message. Okay. Sell Vinny to PSG. And bring Vitinha. Sell Rodrigo to Bayern. And bring Michael Olise. Thank me later.
And
Rodrigo the Enfa.
But Rodrigo no the
top player.
Vinicius no problem kese wo attack.
Mbappe untouchable. Courtois untouchable. I mean those guys.
Mbappe gidi pass so follow Ronaldo footsteps. Oh, the same club Real Madrid.
Records ni be Robert Sanchez. But we one na no start goals no
between Olise and Vitinha. I think sir intermittently no nyankombe hiane pa Vitinha no. That Vitinha light player no omunibi. And that guy na Luka Modric eja to ho no. I difficult say Madrid be here replacement. Sure. Yeah.
And the boys see church if you want akwa bonadia. Abo boy similar. Tremending money.
Dani se buy us mo e fi so na we are so. We are like just on Galacticos.
And a guy.
No making. The Vinicius
well, let's touch on what is happening to Thomas Partey or Villarreal. Very sad now. Then at a press conference, Marcelino goes on to say, Partey no winning no understand and be Canadian Partey. That is very sad. We need him for the World Cup, and so send him away to no our club level. Just a minute.
Sure, Eric. Danger woman, baby, hupa. And no ma when they obi adwuma not the outside world nim not an insider onye a common from member na oya wo manager who feel say in difficult times also have your back no bet me aba out abeyi say no man to abontin it kills your spirit and the anhwe year Partey won't get the best out of Partey at the World Cup.
Really?
I'm telling you. And Partey too for now, our blasters in Nimuno. Why establishing a home to the level?
He's a top man.
Partey and World Cup now because Partey at the bench.
And what mean Yanin feels scored?
Absolutely. We all know issues at Partey akom. Maybe I make say. Unless you've not been at that position or that situation before, if you've been there, no matter how tough are we, you know, emotionally it draining.
When someone want to can you no cry?
Oh, blah.
And who you want to be as well?
Now who you want? Who you want? Now who you want? Now start to a now I do a what I say? A difficult. And you see a banisa na against the foreign insult.
Yeah.
Insult of no justification. Almost crucify you. Left, right.
Yeah.
Oh, why? So all these things, he's a human being. He's a human being. In Japan, it's a pattern normal or communal. And you see, pattern your preseason. At the time, our teams in the players and your preseason, no. Partey was fighting this issue. See,
oh Charlie,
yeah, the Nuka, near Chinabaha, near the Nafaha, near the Aquaha. At a point, all seeking for contract extension, Asenama or Tiase say only confidence in him again. So imagine Tima Obe foul, almost by with that much love, no extra will say omo do na do pointer ohia omo no omo yeden omo yiwama nti Partey de ne de there is no way anybody or football can convince me say Partey is a very bad player. No. Obi to me convince him say Partey a very bad player. But the thing is, football, because a skill, what you say? Because ball as footballers, no, actors in Intino. So mentally, if you are not well prepared, Eric, parking is a show. And that is the situation of Partey Diano. We can only pray for him and wish him well. Me feel say me all course our league ni munena mempe. Because La Liga a demanding league. La Liga no obi abe hu. Sometimes you need to Charlie, I mean, Eric, say you are you limited one sama yeka. Some phone time you limited one sama. But the moment they see you every day, you and fear really is a top club. Regardless of league, almost body Barcelona, almost a top team. And supporters if you say Partey as Ghanaians, we need to pray for him. We need to pray for him and give him all the back, you know. Na yaman kwenti ya me dey say coach na kwasra.
Serious. So well, he's competing with Partey. Partey also a club legend, and that position when you Partey, but as a coach they prefer Partey to him. And there's also that one young guy or by AFCON maybe or a Senegalese. Yeah, now the same position. And so all those factors come to play. I say coach Nankasa, the player was signed against his wish. I said the president in Partey and not the coach, and that is why yes, answer no.
So sad. So sad. Say ya single out Partey. Emfa won modi mo kan ya biare bobuko nyina no wo mo bo.
Wo ma selling
Am investors elusu sika. Na obewie no sabe Partey na nani mai ha. Tu betimi abeka wadwen dia kire anyhow. So sad. Hwe Partey issue na obato no. Suade de ma abrantie bia wasi so including me kwabran support.
Sad.
Emma me na ka chem so ya mo ya bosom
zone
ya to Partey ma me gidi so ba no firi Tonga o so firi Suriname so ofiri Kuwait kura o e bosom
sa
because Partey no ne Ghanaian American model Gifty Boachi wo mu deti Partey born the ball from Atletico Madrid, from Bala to Atletico to France, Arsenal. Ne bibi ekoye. Until Mla Sarabella ebe ba Partey abrabomu. Ma ye change the di kwa Yakubu. Ehwa. Ana problem ni nyina start here. Oh, Partey
ne pet here owo.
Can you imagine?
Ono one and eda.
Ono one eda.
Usemana gaza ukushia na kaone mu didi komo. Asemi o kapese.
Asa katu. Na Partey owo. So oni ni kwa ye engage ma asofo de omo ekora yi. Yi ma.
Na odasemo.
Dabi Banu na Partey, I tell you. So I
they want me sir and
Sir Janine Martin ya Partey ni na uya onenity. Banu mom na be ya rechichire de ma Partey.
Oh.
Onu mom na be the comforter, the console.
Musa, we all tini Musa.
Onu the console no. The Partey na no.
Ah, her picture Bengazi.
What you say?
Bengazi so dia to.
Ewadi ma wo no dia to.
Charlie.
Eriko. Kaninja aka na message subio. Nananom abosomfo ni nananom asofo ni nananom kramofo nyina no World Cup na Ghana beko no the Partey figure is very important to our cause. You are going to play against the three lions of England, a player who knows the terrain. I mean the character these English players they possess.
Name alone, yeah.
What I say? Panama. Mo ayekwa kobodi etia. What I say? We need Partey. So for coach to demoralize Partey, no it's or useless or worthless. And so be no we have Partey, but look,
I could be motivation.
Good. Sometimes you have to be that nipana. And for all these situations are offering no.
So coaching wrong.
It me say Partey. Say me checking now against Bayer Leverkusen. One mo je trainer. Baby na Partey so eden ejina mu a obo no Partey position no e wom se wa hu so ye rate no 5.9 etu coach be so catch me say omo captain na o captain omo Senti Commisana was he better than Partey? Why is he not telling it to the Commisana?
He prefers I think I prefer other players over Partey. It's as simple as, and it was against us where I say coach be on player be near Kofana.
Tell you not tell branch no because entire team na perform well. Nipa outstanding he our woman like creeping the attack.
You think he should leave, right?
So Partey the na say me man support to say bia na okono. The only thing is because of the Arsenal there no na transfer windows na be ba na wie no. So na Partey have to get an opportunity and getting bia one of the class
after the World Cup
after
World Cup on headed
Partey need to go to Saudi Arabia. And the say no okowa oni ne bai omo hwe onya fe na oba beguma ya fini ya bia o hwe
dem the throw Yakubu dada.
There be Yakubu Wajai because Arabella the other end only second November 2026 ya number for Partey case you know say ya man opportunity I work up proper kobo but the coach here no say man mental trauma because already no Partey will be a one yam shino kai say nyame ya do obubu me dey tosu mienu mo court ko now you say
it's me Captain Transformer inside Kaswa. Florentino Perez is too stubborn. He's selling Ronaldo. His selling of Ronaldo and Benzema have destroyed the Real Madrid team. Bringing back Ronaldo and Benzema to a team is the only solution to Real Madrid's predicament. By this time, back in the bed, Charlie. And Ibrabo, Benzema said, Benzema so now it's hard for any gym war. Eric, at Real Madrid, they don't need a strong man as their manager. Unai Emery will fail with a strong-handedness. They need a soft manager with football coaching experience. Said with them with the records man. Also at Real Madrid, they don't need a strong man as their manager. Unai Emery will fail with a strong-handedness. They need a soft manager with football coaching experience.
Okay.
So between Unai and Klopp,
he said it's not far from right because say. Yehu Unai Emery PSG. Even though PSG there before Bekono, omo domestically omo dominated that. Into dominated domestically and news. Yeah. But on the Champions League level, on the European level, yanshede hu Unai Emery. Unai Emery at Arsenal, the same thing.
And you PSG and for Marseille League.
On the Champions League, many say do but you see, baby or the way and say you need a good coach with then
soft. But say you need a soft manager with football coaching experience.
But football coaching experience, you can't tell me you have 22 years in coaching. Only experience in coaching.
But also we are strong hands. Hey. Boys with you.
Hey now can. Menin be yadu be say so soft no. But you know me na beboa.
Soft no be the below I na emfa no. Below am mo ani age akro.
Sa han no. Sa han no. And na Shabi Alonso di ba ye ya amfa yi. Entunim. You know me be bar me say. So ma for to no president jabo boko na nto. Na oba na enya another president a we ready so be call that Galacticos tangent no akwa to players a omo chesa mpa omo di sefata so be Real Madrid I don't think say be for the man but you know what you know me dey coach ba kwa Spain as assist no onimso office be ya no okoba e ko ni na mu PSG answer amfa no yo ba be ya yo no be ya yo bo ko pa ne Marcelino di try asun he do omo ye so Real Madrid
oba e obe hwe
onye the right materials a Barcelona for ompa ba bi na kan nya team no komawu
one thing I love about Barca is that despite every trouble omokumu no they find a way to win. They find a way to win the league. And all boys they bobo and coach. Some of the games are remember the boys from 9 as a some big guy
coach in the buy no.
So how can you blame Partey after playing other players ahead of him? Why don't you blame the starters? What started other players? So many movie. So why do you blame him?
He doesn't like him.
Say this is the time all Ghanaians to show our support and love for Partey, including the Football Association. All right, okay. That's it. Guys, you touch on the AFCON now answer my prediction on the weekend's games because you're
Roberto Dijabie.
It's fine. Your boss your bobia who say or the manager must say adwuma na den.
Change the place.
Should Madrid consider him?
But Dizabi ne mfinuru Real Madrid Mr. ne mfinuru Real Madrid ha Dizabi on roduma na obeye no kitu abi opanyina kire say o good coach
ne say my Real Madrid
3 matches no about 10 goals.
It's fine. Guys, I'm sure Marcos through the disciplinary decisions by CAF. The fine Adiama by Morocco, the Adiama Senegal, the former disciplinary committee chairman Adiabase Iswadodo. Coach Nikradi and Iswa, Coach Nisikan was a giddy count. 100,000 be a 5 man 6 months. Or 6 to start. We mean CAF Babano. On farm boy, we need to say, we need to Africa football as guys. I can read you, the Diama Senegal, the Diama Morocco. I mean,
and yet, because say what the sanction about him. Eric say Obiya the Bonina what the sanction but especially in an organization like CAF Nyomea Woyi. Now the sanction Mobia. You don't look at only the offender, what you say, but you look beyond the offender, and you look people are potentially going forward future. Almost bet to me, I assign them away.
Okay.
Wouldn't me entia, only me position war, papitia or sanction whether that. Me the Macassa is because me
to the same thing, man.
Me no me pay 6 months or even 1 year, simply because say. Near Papi Tiao ye no.
On a starty BBA.
Yes, on a starty BBA. And Eric, no ye no. And you're only inciting the players against the referees or the officials on decision no. A banisa who say instigate so omo stance in.
And pass also to question your stance. There
was chaos. It was dancing.
Am I a chichi Senegal for the Biagumo?
Yeah, just say the kind of brutality and so our park and so on that fateful day. No, it all started by the attitude of Papitia. Somebody who has a coaching license. Somebody will go through the mill to become a professional coach. Yes, we understand. So sometimes some of these things, because I can't remember. A typical Madrid derby. Na Madrid lead Atletico. Atletico fans in protested to no mama stop game in like 5-10 minutes. Ama Diego Simeone ni omuko kasai. Omu free break ni ba ya na Madrid vim ni ko fom na Atletico fo beti kan omo one. So supporters na nyen san ke bia Madrid vim no. Na ke bia omo de be wini. So yenim say emotions born an adwuma no say emotional game. Into emotions will rise, tempers will certainly go up. But the truth of the matter is, you don't lose your status as being a professional coach. You don't lose that status. Yes, and you're good to say you will disagree with certain decisions and then be throwing your hands or probably but to the level of calling every single player on the pitch. It was a final.
The whole world was watching.
This weekend I want the story about say. This is the AFCON since time immemorial.
Yeah.
AFCON
6 billion views.
Over a billion views.
We are seeing a share. Wow, when him send a brofonia yasem, Sikaya semfa, Omo Kasam, person which has
5 official CAF matches suspension, $100,000.
What funny teddy him. And Untina. Report ba say Senegal for say on person so
la sulala o say na bi
ono abetua no because ade we dey hu say emu of so me ne papa no ya adwen say the sanction dey ma papitia emu mmere and a banisa woman call for opportunity so next time when they get to that level, that stage they can misbehave. Ne banisa sanction na na de ba ya ma o hwe nti me feel say ya koyenim no when CAF at the sanctions be yenim so mo quote certain articles ni bi and them so mo the sanctions ni buy but sanction no too soft especially on the part of Papi and the banisa it doesn't serve as deterrent to other people now.
Well that's fine. Evans touch on it now for the likes of apart from no other players Leman Sheikh Barin Diaye 2 official CAF matches and the likes we bring Gigi the captain of Morocco and so Genedia. So I didn't never tell.
Ergo Adentina Nana Koku Keninja. Nanya break Kasana is de ben.
Hey,
and this Kagana and a quiet. And then now to have to take this board decision.
A bold decision.
Yes, Amaji Kuwan the Aba Ghana. Ghana, I give 5th Afcona. Think of people like Kasabi Adi, where I am Isa.
O to ntimi.
The press, to the own team. I told you to about it. Oh, yeah, Mammy cannot create you. Yeah, Papa Tiano. That be an embassy statue, baby, or Senegal. Sir, you know, and careful for Nankasa Musru. On Mambos on a bomb with so. Cause almost share Juma, Sanke any Senegal. But Trading up when Uncle Bonus Senegal home. Framana Satem above stadium. No, name to me 1 mile reverend Dala and Gambo. On to me see Senegal that way. Ti Ebaeno. My dear Tum, must find the Senegalese FA $615,000. And now Remua supporters in the for that chaos na ACC ma find no $300,000 from his behavior. Muria na say no players and staff no $300,000. Also for their misbehavior and $15,000 for 5 yellow cards or receive in the final alone. Are you telling me some punishment was na sikanas ayi Senegal for no geno in Kasabi omutimi anya ni nyina no mo dey development asisi agopamani bi dey akeka o academies ni we hu a in Africa e betimi om competition om dey be mai enti account for no Jesus carry after say omo staff no bi no omo afri ne ogura yi property am ko manim ama ne ono property ano ya find $100,000 and of course 5 official cup matches because of the game now but to disrepute to his own computer to me and small punishment.
Mom, you think it is deterrent enough?
We are Senegani now you'll be a fan of near a so that day where game no be sa can 6 billion everywhere so no obeje to so wura no oyade sa punishment no me nya ne so anase so and amedwen ho but o take bold decision ever sisi bonia na kaka fofo no ebe so obi so Morocco for no fa ni mom na epe obi o mo fa so ike Morocco so host tournament
o Sata house
now so we class system we sabe class system we say obi travel on the end
guys I'm calling to the messages no banner but I can be as the show progresses at long last the battery has ended 17 games unbeaten Mediama Nations FC at top chalk yebekomo but ko pimo UP on more games are upcoming Liverpool Newcastle Chelsea West Ham Wolves Bournemouth there's Brighton and Everton Leeds and Arsenal and on the 1st of February Manchester United versus Fulham Michael Carrick Karinja, people believe Carrick still is not the man for the job. Yeah. Even if Owini matches cannot cry, he's not the man.
Yeah. So no sir in common but because of in no maybe say the moment a club be sacking a coach biano, you know, players are omunya bimbo, players are omuya sorry penning for omugangitia coaching and they now want to impress into certain players who more opportunity as if they were not the players playing crowd for the club no wabrana and no man they enko so mostly such commentaries what here ayana a come from and conform your former footballers and then omo managers yes supporters we are okay because of the sailing of the ship in Intino. Yeah, they see a team Intino bisa most of the supporters of Manchester United they will tell you that Michael Carrick is the right man for the job simply because Carrick share Manchester or Manchester Manchester City or Manchester Derby. Now about share whole Arsenal is difficult to beat. But the point is that a lot of things yes a coach but in going forward near Michael Carrick is it sustainable? Is it something that he can do in the long run? Is it something that United for bet to me to say in no man say even though they losing a football match there and they inevitable I mean want to be a free game absolutely but the thing is the losing streak ni consecutively and then of course for that kind of way no say confusion in the Michael Carrick they say Mesukrano yes I can't say Michael Carrick is the man for the job and I can't also say you can't give him opportunity. I still believe with the normal United are coming. Maybe Carrick can be the savior.
Maybe he's a savior, no. So that game, Manchester United versus Fulham. Very how with that match, the Besiako, Chelsea, West Ham, and Liverpool, Newcastle United. Kwabna, Manasrot is under fire. Pressure on us. So he's doing well in the Champions League, but the body field they are not doing and pressure on us.
Yeah.
last time me catch you say an a slot Satama no ne Salah issue ni we mu koso no me ka so wura no he is the reason why Salah has lose the confidence in we mo ka Novak Djokovic form is temporary, class is permanent.
Yeah.
Enye Salah bibini na sabi adwemmoni bi wo mrofo no bebiri team for Africa ho a Kasala he's a yesu for Liverpool.
But now form no nye
enya no ti asese wanyini ni mpomago to the experience no adwen no e dey body man but yen kasa sa anya ne se upia na hye ba ase o kan no kre prefer na de cha na slot no wasan pa we coach a wasan because who materials team no odada na club asise and also be players bi a omo ba o system na also ye no ho no omba ma be hye kina am akwanim enti ano the club dey remind the $10 million na be fa no ka de osimu e okọ ti wakwanya Jeremy Frimpong akọ for Isaac abuawo ama o midfielders Milos Kekes aba ye ben bio na o he
to tama
ti still a obere as the defending champion wa be set a record ba ya na fedi de records bebre ba Liverpool that na me boy sa da na me ka sa sem wa se no na me ka say Liverpool from pam na sort no because owura no final no gi ni din ho say the Liverpool know he cannot do anything extraordinary owura no wa ba baby one season wonder no ye nyina ye hu enti nya dia ana sort betinya cause magic bia Salah 2 years contract from the man no ebeya said the contract no omo but oko no e say Liverpool panyifo no omo mani da ho Michael Edwards mo o ti ase Fenway Sports Group no e say omo bo modern kope another top notch coach o ti say club not like another slot
but Alonso is in the offing.
Alonso no o metia try say former player he's a good coach but Xabi Alonso from resources like that and then he go play more Germany go break Bayern Munich Gens etimi call season now unbeaten DB Pokal call the final of the Europa League Atalanta gi finish them but then Real Madrid yes onye good but that kind of system now dey amfa no Xabi Alonso be had the ba be more Liverpool same system now call Real Madrid no another super goals now mama metintam to me Xabi Alonso so be bank one there they should make sure say the players and the materials be odiri say about no Premier League is a different environment altogether. They need to get him the big answer omini Premier League ni bo omo the we dey aye bo yes sir o go for Xabi Alonso mu sa na ba emfa but odi obi say club mo no me that Guardiola me level no ba be Premier Liverpool e be no ma be bo
well Mr. Fred Katana say na yen come see now Brighton near Everton near 3 p.m. tomorrow. Leeds near Arsenal, Wolves near Bournemouth, Chelsea and West Ham United. Na finish Liverpool in Newcastle at Boadi now on Saturday and I don't know now Sunday Aston Villa, Brentford, Manchester United, Fulham, Nottingham Forest and the Crystal Palace, Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester City. Can you Tottenham Man City? Yes, City to me, man. Tottenham
Thomas Frank Minjinindi.
Well, so that is England for you. But Brandon Asante, yes. Brandon Thomas Asante, Coventry City striker, or 3-match ban from the FA for violent conduct. This stems from an elbow incident against Norwich City. Okay. The ban is retrospective and standard for such offences. Or say just an elbow, 3 matches ban. And all compared to a elbow keke. Now walking off the pitch. And he a good team now.
Elbow championship in the AFCON final. Benedict and Yepe.
Sir.
Elbow championship and AFCON final. ICC me. Mama plays a free package so. Na wi age. Ama Brahim Diaz akotu panenka. I say enye pe so gitu
Espanyol either form 2 against Alaves. Yeshese Ochina Oviedo ebebo home to Girona. Osasuna ne Villarreal na ebo Levante ni Atletico de Madrid Elche ni Barcelona and na ebo at 8 p.m. Tomorrow. On Sunday Real Madrid Rayo Vallecano na face Betis ni Valencia bo Getafe and instead de Vigo Athletic Club Bilbao and Real Sociedad and na ebo in La Liga. Na kopio Italian Serie A muso so wa bredengo me no kan se January last week how much there 2-2. Ochina Pisa ne Sassuolo, Napoli ne Fiorentina, Cagliari Hellas Verona. On Sunday, Torino Lecce, Como, Cash. Omne Atalanta, Cremonese ne Inter Milan, there's Parma and Juventus. Okay, then on the second, it'll be Udine, and then Roma.
Eriko, Mr. Akeba, Meko, Chelsea Bobuku no. Sesi ehun se asensi kwantempo no so. Liam Rossinoa is one of the best emerging coaches omoba of the continent of Europe.
Hey, to woman to move. Chelsea for
Liam Rossinoa. Liam Rossinoa.
Yes.
He's one of the best emerging emerging coaches in Europe. So
of course, here comes the money. Club beer, oh Charlie, green bottle in here. Mr. Fredaka Tanase. Kaninja, also na Odia Gumuno, fire coast through na Mr. Fredaka and Fayenko. Mr. Kakwaba.
Yenyo
Bibi Kwe. Na Morocco and answer was in Gago Susha Morocco Tade.
Media no credit, and I'm supporting Morocco. And I gave me Yobia. Yobia.
No one would also.
Eriko, referee na the game. Your games are Yashabo Ache, Yedibo Ache. Referee to make certain decisions to meet our clear, yes. And no credit I am kind of 2 3 now movie above or see a best referee on clear and obvious error. Or one almost shame clear and obvious error. Referee need say man into frame. And Morocco game near hand, so be a kind of cry. Emra Senegal player and a ball rebound to podium. Now referee now bar bended that cried in sa say a free kick and son of boy. Ain't totally a off. A year off the case.
Almost say send your piano.
And I'm found. So no we ever young man say a ball game no. Now my bar by say foul no born as a pose minji go. And then the one young of and Kawamba ben a born the kind to atrenima. And as I clear and obvious error name by Bakasi Konako. And then now it is inside the horse number. Eriko, I may have Morocco.
And then now Obama.
All right, Eriko, you better betting and pass glory. Near share option be apart from win or draw bookings no. Option be so I far. You bet me so enya sika ewo ho kakra.
All right, makaninya fa enko ne os you na fe enya ne kwan na afre fa higher fire dia. Kanija also drop slips me you.
Yeah. Me was Saturday games in Kwa and a Sunday games in Kwa.
Okay.
Nti yenko Saturday dia minim ne odebeto so first. Okay, mama ne Dortmund woman. So near Dortmund woman ena eno eba first na fe yahwe the other ones na eno nso ewo ho no eya na mebobo games ni so minim platform am wo ya am complain too much so monti asenso yenso betting companies sponsor
yeah why bet with that so the
code ben na person me drop code ben yem fama
na sponsor na some
code ase ye ni kaka ma wo de munji games no na fe yenko anim Dortmund ene FC Heidenheim nebo Bundesliga what I say Dortmund home team no over 1.5
right
yeah Dortmund home team no over 1.4 bedrow on you don't see 2 goals to my Cremonese ni Inter match no over 1.5 2 goals or more in 90 minutes or say to me ba Galatasaray and Kayserispor and about Turkey Galatasaray to score 2 goals home team no 2 goals or more into home team no over 1.5
na set no see the no fan to see
na o hin o dia to see
anya no
okay me here
oh the no betum o de money fan number
fan no mbra na mabobọ so edu echi na fe wi a hwe we no okay into fi Galadia na we call Lisbon yeah into Hona Sporting CP and the National Madeira ebo a Sporting CP home team no to score over 1.5 that is 2 goals or more
and YouTube no so live
yeah Real Madrid ebo home to Rayo Vallecano a Madrid to score over 0.5
okay then some other
Madrid the ball to atim common Atlanta over 1.5 Hibernian and a Rangers about Scotland a Rangers multi goals 1 to 3 multi goals 1 to 3 Osha say no omo ntimi nche Hibernian for the 4
okay
Monday me ba be kan ho asamacho Celtic any club and he did a far kick and an air ball. They are Celtic to score 2 goals or more. Home team no over 1.
It's in our Facebook live.
Our YouTube.
YouTube was saying. I Benghazi for shift to Tun Chensi. Never Saturday at Tun Chensi.
Until Saturday, the Elche elbow home to Barcelona. A Barca away team to score 2 goals over 1.5. Leeds United near Arsenal straight win. Middlesbrough elbow Norwich City. A double chance for Middlesbrough. Leicester City about Charlton Athletic a over 1.5. Augsburg elbow St. Pauli a Augsburg to score, that is 0.5 for Augsburg. QPR and Coventry City a over 1.5. Luton Town and a Blackpool and elbow. Luton Town as the home team, the multi goes 1 to 3. Then Paris FC, name Olympic Marseille, over 1.5.
Wow, I tell on our page to see a cool code and that's so. We could live on YouTube. Asempa 94.7 FM. This is it. And so joining now, you didn't come. Thank you, Kaninja. Now, Mr. Alfred.
Eriko.
Now so the mefahin.
Eriko fa odi moroko ya ha mi o. Na ye bedi kan ahwe won say bet no Eric. First of all, in the 18 years, nkomo yon kam. Yeah. Inti no bet no Eric.
Iti best Benghazi man na so but fa no sharing chain. Fa no sharing chain say iti umu anu asana de we abeto kakra de we abeto kakra na be a mama for betro. Mama say yes, nko for etro ti. On betro we mo be 5 minutes mi no mo fan tro na fe. Ti edi nkomo nya man na nche man. All right, Alfred Yankasa.
Inti ye kotwa game na ye ko akwa hye bet apekakra abefia. Most of the times, you're dwelling on past glory, and it's very, very dangerous because betting company, the past glory, just about 1% of Adiana or within the team or the odd never to honor. Until game, say, na say, oh, there is a team like Real Madrid, only the Champions League, the only bowl. Now, what the past glory, no fano. Sa past glory, what tie the shisha gamer at the end of the day you laugh at the wrong side of your mouth. And Obisubeka say, why yes, I research nina, but still or shisha game na everybody a buakem. The reason why I make us say keep on doing the research near say betting as time goes on you gain some experience. Or experience level no ekosra now any moment me boa Emma onye scan everybody Eddie. So you are doing say onye research biana wo de atesem na obedi echira you keep on spoiling a whole lot of money usika kwa na beko. And in sports betting Eriko omo tie a discapa omo reduce the number of legs na ye number of teams are never there omo fano.
The more offer teams no na risk no
air cost. Intina the more offer team na odds na air the body air cost no. Inti say we reduce or leg no to yen fan say be 4 teams, 5 teams, 10 teams. Na de be America say we see can po air 5 CDs. Na o de 2 echire na mfa so e beba air 55 CDs and na 30 Ghana CDs a o subtract here o nya mfa so wo 5 CDs na so.
Mfa so ne hia.
Mfa so ne hia.
Ebi mpeni boom o Africa.
Boom no wan hwe ya na oba don't sabako bo obisikem. Because me Eric, I'm speaking from experience. And your experience as of me side, no. Because me can bet and I used to say it's about 20, is it 26, 27 years near.
Hey!
Me shall say the bet in a Eric I check. That time, menya so fast so me baha me na mention anka me the BC story building stores houses like me na menka but the fact na make say me DH ache so if say me ka say udi greediness echi anhwe do be pie me madam for me in classroom applied science na lectures there this game na Real Madrid Atletico Madrid Champions League the game na article a lead na Sergio Ramos diniti
Champions League final.
Yes o try game no betway or the fees that time 5,000 yesika ketwa no the goose until me kaya betway the highest cash out that time na say old currency 10 billion is it 50 cities na 55 cities na do that 10 billion no? And this guy cash out your money cash out around like 10 billion, your money be say be a 5 point something billion. But no so on pay. Sika no so enya wo de. On the yard and it's a greediness no. And the Niban also pound Sergio Ramos ateka no. Baby as can you wine buy and then 5 times get and so he 25 CDs. But sa vim no dinya koyesa na ehu. Na sa vim no so na man ho kire ntime say emra de ni see won say boys ye tene nchen o class a lecture say course ba ye na enim how I monitor. Quickly na ye take and say obia attention aba ne book so. And quickly class ni ma e din sorry tie for obete lecture say hey who is that? Akwanatan. A funny him. Oh, a funny him. So sports betting adia enya wo de no memfa won san ye den. Enko can say wo do kwa kutwa game akonya won fa so. Etim dey be the rules no it was bet with money you can afford to play with. Bet with money you can afford to play with. Dey be a do ungu. Wow wotie me. Da ben na Manchester United. Ana Manchester City ana big team B any small team B boy am a big team ni 20 Ghana da what will be that now so aden I would dey kwakofo bisika kwakotwa company is always attentive say on your mistake should you see Champions League yeah see na platform ni bi na mo yes shebre obi o slip kra because of live games and cash out na nyoma akofo be intine shebre yes me sare na me kai on say your tournament bi na last game no do so sa gidi na companies say almost over 1.5 no intino the betting companies are always attentive say omo mistake on my platform no so why wo akwa allow yourself say obisika da hona okwakofa e dey akwakotwa game no me I won't advise you of that. It's better you take risks in life as a human being there when taking risks ube tna baby a hotna na but reasonable risks. Yes sika ya ode bosumi aso chale maje 4,000 be mate me I try 1,000 be ahwade say 1,000 if I think I'm having like 80,000 so let me take that risk now what try but enye risks obi beka say kwojo ma say ji ade tu ho na echena bi oba beje odo sa kan ade chia ma beba. So I will advise you on that, and I also advise you on say okokwa game na past glories no if you are dream share current performance of the team if you are dream ba okokwa obi wo kwakotwa game a okay wo ni analysis na ye Eriko say o person ye betting analysis na anything na okra wa how platform wa bo number na say o de to so ye mo de to so 2 or no mo di and alongside no so person wo sua sa analysis na me pato simple anopebia uye free for radio no to the ultimate sports show omoka teams no performance Eriko betina so a o chire foreign news play away for say play away say play away plus say into wutie ni nyina head about e bia wa adwumi keep you informed into be pekiti mu bon say yes we pra no akwakofa we wo be ni nyina kama e na wo obi na we ni gi agro no ho e say so nya time e ma agro no betting we need time masa Eriko me ebi wa about 3 days me platform for munim na me die it's all because me per se I need to do something nipa life ebe the body ebe sesa be me kai say one encounter bi a menya ya de bi ma me ni je e wo me platform no so yourself guy bi nya accident na opeska and obe joining me platform no disika e de koye sa surgery no so I was so happy and and I'll keep on saying it on my platform. Me encounter some robbers be and more robbing. That time near Adum agroni with Kobisto here. Me area me brother hey on your man you go. Hey. Everybody else am keto amasa na me be my I mean can that down. Hey ira kwan. Masa me hu baby a masa. Aba mama wo ba ko. Okay. Eh bi wa wo ba na mai. Okay. Abada. Etu osimi so na asema ko na kwa ne kai. Fa onyo man timi yi. Me wani gu ano so. Mr. Kayenim no my bet me di munja no. Eh. Men Canada. And quickly no mo fa laptop no munja me. So if not inti ejuma ye wa ha no. Eriko it is saving us ni penny me stop masa e bin to da ha ye twese kan na bibisi onim the way sit here Intino, bet me, I'll advise you on that. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Take reasonable risks. Erico, option B to say player short.
Player short.
In Crawford the discapa. A year change straight wins no.
Short no year change straight wins.
Yes, player short. In Crawford the discapa. Inti on YouTube no. Yeah, bra Benghazi. Or the image A better ho.
Image A.
Yes.
Okay.
Into a game like Chelsea versus West Ham air basso this weekend no.
Chelsea West Ham no.
Me say no me kwa for me to pick Chelsea straight win no. Me infa. Kwan ben na me fa so afa player shot and na me ba be chiro secret key no na me chiro no. Hwe Chelsea team ni mo no. Player or tie bot team no 90 minutes. Players or tie ball Chelsea game 90 minutes ayen times some.
Okay.
For 2-3. A player like this midfielder or tidy yellow card Chelsea midfielder away.
And black guy on for now only on castle be yellow card.
Ebi wa on go twa me refiniding. Oh Chelsea for muti o mo hu. Midfielder or tie twa papa Caicedo obi a very hard. Say ball ne kokko na crop person obey the body or bepim bi. Inti now the way now to player like Fernandez, Enzo Fernandez. Now or press
image A na ba.
Yeah, image A na ba na da hono. Player short Erico hwe. Say Fernandez bebo too short. Say short ne be kopo mo, say be fa fire ho.
The answer about short.
About too short go bet na ball. Or bought 3 shot 1 CD 59 pesos or bet na ball and almost surge forward. So automatically they can hit the shot. Now Benya Osika, a player like Opama short. Now afa 1 shot 2 shot. Oko bet we option at the ho no for Osika go bottom. Yeah, meaning to image like image B. Yes, into weekend we
now including overtime on here then.
Okay, including overtime.
Player shots.
Yes.
Player shots by course on back form.
Yes. Another player Dina or Kopama.
Okay.
Kopama the end of
top near Fernandez the
top near Fernandez the senior Kopama there. It include overtime now there. Player shot no a travel to extra time you can't count. Yes, and we implicit options.
Okay.
Yeah, or explicit or options, not implicit options in better no. And no. Yes, implicit just say and no win and your machine in a better key amount.
Okay.
And just say win you over 1.5 no. Yes, but when you pan a bet na say or no so analyze game or ball short or ball say no one mark your system so na take your boy no so intini di overtime here the bad there e kan ho no.
Okay, image B na
aba hwe.
Yeah, you suit Chelsea West Ham as
Chelsea West Ham case
Mahon Thomas to check 1 plus shots on goal on 2 cities 17 pesos so almost shot man in kopo
yes and so say you be a niti on find the agro and West Ham na Chelsea game no say West Ham benya chance be power bobi a corner kick West Ham omuntimi mbo midfield game ya fa bon konto atrem I just say corner kick petre and so say you be a Czech Republic na niti so say to score and answer so say shot on target no e far better say bia kwakwe West Ham handicap kwakwa chenu 2-2 na Chelsea abebo ne be 3 into betting, let's run away from straight win. Win no. What idea baby was rip tired about it. Say. Share your next image
more options than straight win.
Yes. Share image C no crown no.
Okay.
So image win. Me say my platform no so this week no you corner option win. You be first capa. Share image C no.
Image
C. You're the Bible to so live on YouTube. Talking about events in the game to say throw ball. Bona throw balls abem. Into how will I pick throw ball? A team like Barcelona onimbo nikita. Ono no all my opponent ni nya throw ball ni bebre. Now so ono no the ball ne babasa so no. Automatic obetimi abo to bia and since all take basa no so no obetimi deflect ball na ko throw. Etiani ne dey calculate a team like Manchester City or tie kita ball no into automatically or the ball ne be or be deflect ball no amana ko throw into betimi atwa Man City throw win now wafa ana team throw win ana team throw pass
is not what they say Man City be
bebre a chain opponent no Chelsea be bebre a chain West Ham oko platform oko bet we person maybe option we wa me chiro he obehu popular Obo komo. Na wo special. Mia baby a special no one betway. Mia special sa option ni na be de ba de. E be drop no watwa. No afa schedule. Enti hwe image na da so no. We e Chelsea West Ham. So wo twa say Chelsea benya 17 19 plus yellow throw-ins one CD.
Na throw-ins 71%.
Rico. Ade we make an omutie me sure boss next 2 weeks o be buy be hwe option we ye hu biom. Into what train then where the lotto koye throw-ins Erico West Ham Chelsea and one is one bobo no go through side obe fan say Chelsea benya 19 plus first half cry Chelsea bet me more than 10 throw-ins
sir
obet me more than the in the game now omo boy no check you be throw-ins near here any team be obet me check in the throw-ins yes in that
yeah share one more throw-ins because that is how the band say throw-in be say okay Espanyol ne Alaves deal
yes
Oko starts ahodwa eba soa throw-ins this is it yeah share throw-ins Espanyol nkwanya throw-ins makmako 24 and Alaves nya throw-ins makmako 12 Opening in Aboma 36 throw-ins.
36 throw-ins. Total throw-ins they range from 29 plus. Option be bro bet ni ma ye de find cool no wedi na okọ say ye she team na unsubi na Man City board a she no da na ye
nhwe throw-ins
throw-ins eno so be boy because last year be no komo goes no share ni tina fe born nya ni da biom
Cologne de no Cologne kwanya 23 throw-ins
23
and Wolfsburg nya 23
throw-ins Udoma 46 intino sika wo ho
enye win or
draw ni ade no hwe ho sika wo
no goal kick in Cologne ye goal kick 12 Wolfsburg ye goal kick 10
ne so option e wo ho total goal kicks ni nyina option so we win no and companies no almost sponsor teams no and person o sesa outcome such enyoma bi so ntimi sesa but scoreline no otimi nya influence yes
throwing name
one
okay I think it's an option we can
ntia ya e ofia yen try and next week no me dey be long slip on throwing beba
okay
na ye twa be 2 weeks na ye be dede wa ha me kai na game book ese wa obi bi tuto wo ba na yes enu bi na ye ba be koso afi ye wa ha sei nti quickly no when odd na 15 odd pay
15 odds
ko pe kakra tu echiri kope kakra tu echiri answer na me the odds ne be tu dwa no o pese o join bet must pay platform na a Telegram platform and WhatsApp channel me introduce WhatsApp channel no into o pese o join a me number ni WhatsApp me frame me sro WhatsApp me hi I want to join 0544 02 74 02 me say susu bio 0544 02 74 02
no be friend
0544 02 7402
well for rules on so na yen go through the rules tie ku Daniel say Rico I love you papa my brother I love you too thank you so much for doing the listening I think I saw a message early on here yeah okay but rules the papa I go through the rules and say very very important. Good evening Rico, it's Stagali from Pobima. Your show always makes me happy when I'm sad. Okay, thank you. The radio say when you're listening to us, it makes you happy because happiness there. Rule number 1: stick with money you can afford to play with.
Hey, Sika, wait me there, Chobino. I don't afford to bet no.
Rule number 2: never bet with your last card.
Sika account last money I would go the ode full car ko baby. Share no one fan ko bet.
Rule number 3: withdraw 90% of your winnings each time.
Senya wa dum na se onye bi na wodi a mesre obedi obedi bi yi sika nim kakraka yi dodo na efa to ho. Eye po a twi free phone so fa she obotom.
Take a break after continuous losses.
Wait, Monday, Friday, you do Yambo, China Saturday, when went to be.
Homeso.
Don't
be greedy. The most important rule number 5. Don't be greedy.
Menye ni brief for say be me boss my boss come still want to me cash out 50,000 me that 10,000 you know mati omo de into me sro menye greedy unya kakra no why da ba de wa twen e unim say bet ye tie cash out and was kapa
man from pe cash out we also twa no apɛ ne ba bia da baby adwene
ne ba cho message na nye text message WhatsApp ukọ WhatsApp no WhatsApp me say hi I want to join me number no WhatsApp
I want to join
why me sro nti Erico code ni
wow
betway code 15 odds tnie B W 37 63 9A 0B nti edaho fefefe ewo YouTube me sisubium BW 37 63 9A 0B 15 hours. Fakakra gu echire.
Goodness.
Na nyeska kakra. Na fa hwefie kakra. Mesre o se bet no eboa. Ejuma ye sesa ne se konwie hahan ene besipa ye to ye boas ne ye de bade ye sesa. Ntu sesa ne ya me lady bi ono so encounter me no to nkosua. Nkosua no so ton. Enkomodiem na me kire nse bet wo ye ni say me kire nde o de bet na bie Indomie shop 2 Indomie shop mienu nti me de bia se me fa la pasa me ji Indomie free Indomie free aje se mambo anfa la pa
ene adwuma ye de adwuma ye de pa
nti de o ho no
right that's fine sample ball code ni so bi ma san yakọ
code ni e BW 37 63 9A OB ay everybody yesu yenja ya obi send message text message say please I want to bet some but I'm using a yam phone
oh ade bi ho anyi you want to drive a car but you don't know how to drive you can't drive a car oboso me yanko fast
BW 37 639 A0B BW 37 369 A0B 15 odd.
Our screen is to see Asempa 94.7 FM. No, Prepzone live on YouTube. Prepzone live on YouTube. Can you answer and can one afi yanku ye nimni ade Prepzone live on YouTube. Now, see the code or boss so and that's so no. You better say anoint cells. Or the near man goose. Okay, and the code that's no so we are over still a 15 also na the atos also bet my journey na kwambia so near ma atimi akoyi say do demo the records man ochna ne baba a birthday Jeremy and kind of Jeremy ademu na ochna Jeremy did the birthday happy birthday going out to you Jeremy happy birthday in advance I mean sure want to be a good girl okay long life when you I do have children and say, well, happy birthday in advance to you, Jeremy. Yeah, yakwalapa, Jeremy, yakwalapa. Maestro, but say, Papa Subai, Fama Misubai, Fama Misubai. Come on, dia. And then you make club beer, and no matter the occasion, let's say you was here, come a club beer, or also pay be a ton 15 Ghana penwa your club beer, na be to me ye Betway influenza, and also our honor my name. You share your code, and you also stand a chance of getting something small on Coast Hodra and Crawford Ebay no near the Betway exclusive so and I be say Betway the abaso bit medical also say fly X chicken game spin the bottle never be Betway the about in your bottle pet Betway so bit medical on never be mu to so far who gym na disca A B C D E F Evans can ABCD mamre
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W S Y Z
and no unim ye but unim say ABCD they say to me the disca. Yes, the ABC game and the ABBA.
Okay.
Yes. Bella, the all-rounder. Initials near them.
B. A. R. Ba.
Bella, the all-rounder.
Yeah.
All near E. Rounder R. Sa 3 ya wa bosu obetimi de disika. Star 262 hash. Star 262 hash. Enti
star 262
hash. E baby say o letters me ensa na eden. No abo letters abo yi.
Me dey UKS.
Ke obet ma bohim. Ubohim ba ko bo a wadi.
Star.
Me no bo a wadi. Me ensa bo wadi.
Eric star 262
hash.
62
hash.
Akobo 62 hash.
Star 262 hash.
2 hash. Wow. Tibo.
Boy beba.
Media mu hwe me weekend ya mu hu mi o.
Say welcome to ABC game. Please select an available draw time. Now I'll call 11:30 p.m.
One. Because you be draw anadwo ya.
Akobo 111.
Inti menya nden.
1. Number reply.
Okay.
So anadwo ya be draw ba kwa mu adi.
Abo no say enter 3 letters A to Z.
Okay.
3 letters na ye Bella B.
On family media.
Da B.
Memo bako. A B E O
B E
bow the B E O.
I also be doing then I am basa ya.
Me say B E
Bella the all round. I say B A R.
Ko bani di no mo media me kan ani bebo B E O
dey no kobo.
Akobo ba.
Samiensa.
Maybe say you connaissance.
What me so dey.
510. Enter your amount to pray. 550, okay, 10, 50, 100 or more.
Okay.
No akobo
5 cities.
What about 10?
Okay.
Until you abo reply. Okay. Thank you for your entry. You have
10 cities.
Until was say me approve.
Momo.
Okay. 1 letter bar obedi. The 2 letters bar obedi.
Abo ni code di ashim.
Until train body as kakasi o.
Esambo in order. They said o ye ne bar no BA no. Esambo sanso sa. Dia utwa ye bia no. Dia utwa ye bia times 200.
Hey.
Yeah. Say e botto aso sa dia.
The payment has been made successfully.
Okay, I feel no my bad draw.
Mama notification.
It's BAR no. Say ebo AR bia. Ana RBA. Let us think now about but and she share open no times 200. Now say bossa swa. The ultra bia times 2000. Yes. A bottle also a bad one BAR
2000.
Yes. 2000. Even ultra 5 cities are. But multiply 5 cities by 2000.
Oh, the 10 cities near 12.
10 a bot in the exact order. 10 cities times 2000. Yes.
BAR.
And a bot fra.
Wrong Afro.
Yes.
BAR.
And a region. And as a bot fra times 200.
Okay.
10 times 200 a bot fra. 2 letters about the ultra no times 8. The 2 letters B no A and B in a boy. And R and B in a boy. And no A times 8. 1 letter about the ultra B times 3.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
And it's a B.
The here's a backwabo.
But fear me, Richard.
So what I say? Bella Quaba.
Yeah, we are dear.
Be a query.
Yamiadum wow with her.
But I they be fries. Last week then I demand me na kobi.
My loaded fries.
Loaded fries.
Loaded fries.
Say there no baby. Say me ba loaded nkwa.
And then den.
I the papa.
Dear
ni.
Nyama wom.
Come on.
Nyama shishem.
Mama ji bo eso kakra. Santam do. Yay! Aminim.
Loaded in there, come on.
Nyama wom.
Loaded in there.
Mama bo eso kakra na santam.
Beef kakra. Cheese kakra. Sausage kakra.
Na imas mo di shawarma no mo ni sen.
Shawarma no great
nakobi.
Ijama aima.
Nakobi.
Titia de kere ijama aima.
Nakobi.
Nakobi ayi na be shawarma na ye no. Aima nya ba ko.
Nakobi.
Tafri ni nyina.
Nakobi.
Yes.
Nakobi. Aje nakobi. Ebe nakobi. Aba. O say Friday.
Loaded fries.
Loaded fries no. Bone mpacho da me ba bia me to ama me bo kese.
Ope na se me ma o kese wa na.
Me pe bigger.
Ni eso sin we no.
Ope papa.
Ope excess contribo no.
Dey we ye.
Se me de me ni me yamo. Ana me yi ni ma de ko. Se na loaded wo ho.
I
like loaded. I like loaded.
Yeah.
Na Kobi, no, you guys are doing a wonderful job. Sure. A recipe here the pa. And so pacho na Kobi or demod.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mod hono opposite the mod ne see na be I think I'm one fetching obi ade. Very nice setup. Very nice setup pa. Enti mpacho aduane bia se de aduane bia bi o jollof fried rice hwan fries na de ma me de o.
But say unim say won say your chicken chocolate grill. But say your dream ho ya man for the fish high.
Say fish so ba.
Say the fish. Say tie ni.
Yes pa na ko bi beku ni pa o.
Yeah the to jollof.
Talapia ho.
Okay. Now there was some was about phone. Yeah. Uko uzi fufu ho.
Ase we bisa.
Misa wa no kokko.
Uko vota usi akele wo ho.
Dabi o say man kambuno a. Dabi Alfred, unzo okay say amanfo the fish here have. Na talapia onye fisu nam.
Nakobi, thank you so much for always supporting us. Yes, you ever support my biakuye. Then say, Sabi, a waste to a man's heart is in stomach. Pay free, a waste to a man's heart is in stomach. Very soon you'll be there. Champions League, Yahoba. Commentary, your Honomonti, Bibia Bear for a channel workers in you guys are doing a wonderful job. I know betting, pa. And Bella Denny,
and ye bisa say is. Love you enough to say obey faithful to your partner na.
Love you enough. Na say we are here one pass the no question is love when you enough.
Okay.
You can love somebody so much but not kadiaka. You guys can love each other and sleep in a kiosk.
So you can't be faithful.
Other thing, well, was a name be let me pushing from where name be. Akwabia ni kunu jare ni kunu on the verge of death. Wa pesikasa wonya. Wa pesikasa wonya sikano. Okwa ni kunu adamfo ho, ni kunu adamfo na nana. Am kuntu mama ma osam yakoban ya. Sikana me mfa ma ho. Ai ohia sam.
Yeah.
Nti openi kunu pa. But in this case they needed money.
Yes.
And they say Nikuno, now it was the last of Ness or Kokuntu ho. Ekoji. Esa kwa iswa di nyasam ketwa.
Be man the kuntu na oban the kuntu.
Obana yare ya oda oxygen so.
No position ye.
Obana kokuntu akoji aba wie aye yini ade a. Nti ne ho to no a fa start adwuma nyina na so girl so confession die. No ka chale. No kra ne se o ho e hante no. Koneni kuno ye bibi kura na
ehye ne so
sere no de asi eni ansa na munye sika na de amakwa no chema dwa
ondo ba no masa
chema dwa jale na you say then mama why do you do that later ansa na oba to ne sense and was jale but menkwa ense no save me no
Odon na man back to his senses.
Man say I Bella faithfulness dear. Obi okro odon wo mu bibia ho so still obefa na chi. Bibia ho bibia wo fie wa provide bibia man still obesa fa na chi
because tatala buta.
Ebi ho say abai fondos ebi ho yon teto. Bella
Enye ahodepe o, Eric. Sometimes enye be Eric. Sometimes emba na ye too.
Efani kuna chip ta no. Be ye o.
Eto da emba na nso ye too straight dodo. Won say odo di straight.
Okay.
Odo die no ye nyama bebre na ekomu. Ase wo ye nkwan. Meko kakra ntos kakra bibia kakra wo be wie no. Na wanya perfect recipe a ope. So what you see.
Bella metiase. But my warren before Mubabe war na mo twempena. Na mo twempena na mu hia nkomo be na mudi. I don't get it. Na ya mo kwa mo ya alone. When you guys are alone, what do you do? When kin ko adibu a kese ase mo be war ya na munim hwe mo. You don't know your partner no bisa no. Yes, enkofo bi timi de niam asie. But people are basic things you should know about your partner. Mushia anya kwasasem na mushia ase mo can serious matters o. Talk about sex, talk about money, talk about kids, talk about obia preferences, talk about obia interests.
Yes.
Yes, or the best idea, but majority of the time, no, no man Asempa vibi papa bia.
Eric, emre sesa o, emre da ne nyaman so esesa.
Well, I get it, but there are basic things you don't need to say unim. Na no akokwa problem aba.
Yeah.
Oba no mpe fire for fire. Ohu mo twetwe mpena ne mu.
You know.
The ma problem ne ba na e bi ho yese mo ntwo mo nto mo wia na mo di no.
Yeah.
Ampa mbe wi no mo be di. Mo ba di na fo nhye da mpe di no. Osusu pedi men.
Se ebia na wudie nkoye ebia na open na ware ninti.
Nkoye but ompe ba no pa na mpe.
Eto da wupe na edi ni wupe na aware ni nti e na ogugu nyama mu ma no but mo ware wi ebi di nyama haidi o Eric
Bella mo timi ware for some time ebi do baby no na sex is not really the ish
no
you guys have other things to do it mo anya deliberate mo ndi mo be bre but to be man kwa bonten oba from ho be na kono
sure
but mo ti fie ne just mo na mo conscious of say die ka ho to make sure so be di being nice being sweet being welcoming as a woman ohuma ya kono na ya conscious effort uja ho a oba jege uja ho moto be style uja ho otiri be basa
enka be ba ho
good because it be a mabamu juma penda time be pressure combine odie to juma pressure no bella enye easy but I say conscious effort because juma also I am a chair but bella ene wo be wie ene wo ba be bo juma yi be point 12 Otana kanya MPP ade aka be san ba wia ba ye ladies time no san ye nwumra san aye odo
ma so na megina hode
but you could have said so ma wa brent o money ade I can't before you survive ni na ka ho na e kontu be
ye ampa so de
can you imagine all those things well
and then so Friday Saturday de different style
peja different style ama kuna peja odai ahwiem sa ana bele Eric
owo fie no
de ne kunu beka